Hello there, friends, and welcome to Strangers in the Night, your source for late night VR gaming talk. With me, as always, are my good friends. Eric, what's up, bro?
I'm good. I can't talk right now. I'm busy, guys. Got things to do.
It's top secret things going on, right?
Top secret shit. Top secret shit. But I'm good. Hey, everybody.
And of course, my good friend Ruuts. Ruuts, did you hear? Apparently, VR is dead.
Oh, I did hear, actually. I was seeing all sorts of articles and all sorts of people freaking out, and it was pretty interesting, actually, especially on Twitter. The Twitter verse in for VR is a little bizarre sometimes.
Man, they're fast, aren't they? I mean, they're fast, bro. Like 5 minutes and there was a whole army of tweets. 30 minutes and content creators had videos up. Rest in peace, VR. Let's all just go home. Good night, everybody.
People need to relax, bro. Relax.
I know,
Damn,
right?
man. I mean, content creators new. You can't jump the gun on that stuff. You gotta give it a second.
Yeah, no, man. And this is the reason why they do it, or one of the reasons why they put stuff out like that, is because it gets such a reaction, man. Like, I mean, you talk about passionate communities. VR community, super passionate. Sony PlayStation community, super passionate. If you come out and attack that stuff, bro, like you're gonna get a million clicks in like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So, what I'm trying to say is, Ruuts, is that we're all easy marks. And as long as we keep biting and taking the bait, they're going to keep on putting out bullshit like that.
Yeah, that's all right, though. We won't take it. We won't take the bait. We'll just kind of sit back and watch everyone else do it. No, it was, I see some of the, I just think the biggest thing that I took away from the whole thing, which I've realized over the last 6 months or maybe even less, is that we're a couple of years off from where I want to be, and it's going to take as long as it takes. You know, the whole console, the PC gaming, everything got to where we're at. Took as long as it takes. But man, these mods I keep going into make the games that's people spent 2 years building from the ground up. I'm like, man, these mods are amazing. The game is so deep and amazing, and it's just like the bar keeps getting risen for me. And we're still stuck at the same level. Thank God for the mods. That's all I can say.
So Roots is referring to the Neon White mod, which we're covering here tonight. He and Eric have been playing it this evening. I have not. So you guys are going to get to experience my very first reaction to this game when we go real-time review here in just a little while.
This is going to be fun.
But Eric... oh, yeah. But, you know, the interesting thing about this whole deal, Eric, with this article, is if you actually read the article isn't anything unreasonable and may very well be factual, because it's just basically talking about internal sources, unknown sources like Zark Muckerberg or whatever, unknown sources, quoting a supply partner, supply chain, as saying that Sony's might be adjusting their internal projections. Like, well, maybe next quarter we won't need as many displays as we initially thought. So be prepared for a smaller order to come in. You know, that's all very reasonable and probably likely. What the problem was the headlines. Because the headlines did not match what the article said. The headline says Sony cuts production, and the reason why was because the thing is not performing as expected, and it's because the thing costs too much, and just all sorts of speculation and bullshit that really their anonymous source didn't say any of that. You know what I mean? The anonymous source said maybe the future, the near future. Component orders might not be what they were originally supposed to be. So it's kind of funny just how everyone kind of flew off the handle today. But the article itself and what was in it really wasn't anything all that unreasonable or anything to panic about.
I mean, even if it was real, which I don't think it is, even if it was real, the numbers aren't that bad. When you were talking a million, you were talking, originally wanting to do 2 million units, and you maybe cut it down to 1.5 million. even if that is exactly true, how bad are we talking here? We're
Yeah.
it's not a huge number, and you got to remember this is pre-order. This isn't this is pre-order stuff. You know what I mean? So how many people don't pre-order and just like, I don't care, I just want to go and buy it in the store. How many people don't
Yeah.
want to go and do pre-orders?
And we got to remember, Roots, that these people at Sony, they're professionals that have been tracking stuff like this for, their whole professional lives. And, you would have to think that they were incompetent if they were to kind of judge what the life cycle of this product is going to be based on what they're seeing so far. Because what they're doing so far is not marketing. Everything we've got's been through the blog post, and you can't even buy this stuff at Amazon and Best Buy yet. So if Sony were to say, hey, you know what? People aren't pre-ordering direct from us quite as much as we thought they were. It's all garbage now. Let's just flush it. That would be the stupidest thing ever. They haven't even started to really launch this thing yet. And I think there's a reason for that. But again, people should probably take a deep breath and think before they get too excited.
Yeah. Like you said, no one has an opportunity to buy it or know about it, because that's the biggest thing,
Right.
man. I don't know why there's no marketing. It's so crazy. If they
I have a
came out
theory.
hard press, you have a theory?
I have a theory. Why they're not going all in hard at launch. I think this is a soft launch. I think that the purpose of what they're doing right now is to gather up what's left of the PSVR 1 community and, VR enthusiasts from PC and Quest as well. Start a foundation, community built on, 3 or 4 AAA games at launch, a bunch of popular ports and things. Get your base built. But at meantime, we still haven't seen what they're planning on doing with most of their first party things. And I think the reason why they're holding that is because they know that most people that are going to buy this thing this year are going to buy it around Christmas time. And they know that right before Christmas time, Quest 3 is going to launch, right? So how are they going to compete with this brand new, super compact, affordable device that can do mixed reality? How can they compete with that? Well, they compete with that by bringing out their big gun IPs for the holiday season. So that's my theory. That's what I think's happening here. Of course, I have no knowledge of this. It's all speculation on my part, but it makes sense, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Then there's no way to do this because it involves the mods. I would rather play like a handful of the mods, just a few that I've tried, and one of them being the one we're talking about tonight, than 90% of the ports coming from PC to the PlayStation VR 2. So those IPs, they, for the I'm hoping you're right, the big IPs they're saving for the Christmas holidays, because that makes a lot of logical sense. Because these modded games, compared standing next to any one of most of those IPs ports over there, are just makes them look like shit to me. I'm just sorry. Like I don't give it. It's they're so good, and I wish that they could have the mods. That's one thing that the PC VR people can hold over their head. You guys don't have, the PlayStation VR 2 won't have access to all these really amazing mods that just keep pouring in. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and to be clear, I don't think that the launch lineup is a bad lineup. I think it's a really good lineup. I try not to get too hung up on all the ports, because that stuff's all just filler. But I mean, we have 2 big first party AAA IPs at launch. We have a 1 or 2 other third party AAA IPs at launch. All that stuff's exclusive as of right now to Sony PlayStation VR. And Eric, I don't know if you pay attention during like console launches, PS4, PS5, this is exactly what the main console gets too when it launches. It gets a couple first party big IPs, it gets a couple third party big IPs, and then everything else that comes in is typically last gen ports. So I think that this is par for the course, if not maybe even a little bit above what they typically do with the console launch.
And you got to remember, this is unprecedented. We've never had this before, where we had another headset that was out there to port to the PlayStation. When the original PlayStation came out, there was There weren't other headsets, or there wasn't many that were putting titles onto the PlayStation. PlayStation was still one of the first ones out of the gate.
It took 3 years. It took 3 years to get all those ports in over on PSVR, and some of them never came.
Yeah, so this is, everybody was up in arms over the ports. Guys, it didn't happen last time. That's why everybody's like, well, why are we getting it now? We're getting it now because there's already a huge library of titles out there that can be ported over. Now, does that mean that we all have to go play those? No, but all the new people might want to go play those. So I don't have a problem with it, with the ports, as long as you're giving me enough good stuff. And to me, out of all the games there are 10 titles that I guarantee I want to play day one. At least 10 titles.
Yeah.
Day one, and that's enough.
There's another one or two that's going to jump up and surprise people too. Things that people aren't expecting to be as good as they are. So I'm really excited for the 3 weeks to elapse, and we can finally get our hands on this thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think the bottom line of all this, we should all go to Bloomberg and take a big shit on their front door step.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's funny, man, that Bloomberg has at times came with good information with regard to product launches and things like that. But this guy, specifically the author of this article that came out, is someone who's known to spread false information with Sony products before.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
Come on.
Talk about YouTubers. Everybody bitches about YouTubers and clickbait. Every news services are just as bad as any YouTuber who wants to put a thumbnail up that, all I need now is Bloomberg to have, a VR face on the front cover. And then they're a YouTube channel. They're a joke.
Dude, the VR channels don't do that anymore, do they?
Not the good ones.
Tiffany's in the chat. Tiffany says, to my point, if you think about return of investment for Sony's marketing spent on PSVR 1 marketing $100 million. Sony's PSVR 1 units pre-ordered, $5 million. Sony's PSVR 2 units pre-ordered, 1.5 million. PSVR 2 Sony marketing, $1. $1, Bob. That's all.
That's it.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Buy that for $1.
Anyway, more of the story, ladies and gentlemen. We're fine, okay? Just calm down. We've got a great launch lineup. We've got a great product. They haven't even started marketing it yet. You can't even buy it from retail partners yet.
It's not out.
It's all good.
Most people haven't tried it. Let's wait a week. How about that? Wait at least a week until it's out, and then people can talk about whatever their issues, if they have any.
Cable, bro. I'm out. I didn't know it had a cable.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is the thing. I played last night with you guys and today, and I had a cable attached the whole time. I didn't have the battery issue mashed it, although I was at like 50-some%. Well, like when you're plugged in all the time, your battery doesn't drain as quick anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, my issue was I was recording too, and I knew I probably shouldn't have done that. Recording, without untethered recording while you're playing just eats the battery like twice as fast.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a Bubble on. I had my Kiwi, which is the battery. The battery Kiwi is great. It's comfortable, but you can't hot swap the battery. You're kind of stuck.
That's all right.
It's a big thing, right?
It is. I gotta rig the Kiwi for one of those Bobo batteries because I just like the freaking Kiwi Elite head strap better, man. It's better than the Bobo no matter what. The whole back pad's better, the top pad. I just need to figure out where I can get a hot swappable battery on there. Damn, Kiwi,
get the kit. The universal.
Bobo
Doesn't
the
kit.
Universal kit work?
I don't have shit left. I sent everything out, man. We did a fire sale. I got nothing. I got nothing here.
Well,
Nothing's
anyways, I agree. I switched back to the M1 headset when we were playing yesterday, just because the M2
Oh, did you really?
hurts. Yeah,
You and that M2, Wes. Man.
it hurts, and I can't modify it. Like I want to modify it so that it
Kind
don't
of adjust.
hurt. But wife likes it the way it is, so I have to. And she's supernatural. Like I don't play Quest that much. I really don't. And she plays it every day. She does Supernatural and Walkabout and After the Fall. Like, so I'll leave it how she likes it. But it's all right. I'll just grab Isabel's headset and put it on, and it's fine. I took my my VR cover off of the one and put it on the other one, and it's comfy.
Good to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got lots to talk about. Lots of VR we've been playing. I've been having a blast this last couple of days playing so many games, and I want to talk about it. But where are our manners? We need to say hello to our friends in chat. Tiffany, we already said hello to. Hello, Tiffany. Good to see you.
Hey,
Kramer, 3K, the non-VR Game Cat is here. Non-VR Game Cat, guys. How about that?
Non-VR game? Can there be such a thing?
Well, they can, I
How
guess.
could you be
Apparently.
a non-VR game cat?
Yeah, apparently this is.
So what
this
do you
is a
do
thing.
as a non-VR game cat?
You flat game, but you still watch the.
Watch
You
a
save
VR
money.
channel?
Yeah.
You
Maybe-
save money. You save
Well,
money.
okay, think of it this way. You want to get into VR, but you haven't yet. You're watching the
maybe.
channel, and you're
That's
a
it.
PlayStation 5 user.
Well, Kramer, I'm gonna say that's dedication. If you don't even do VR and you watch a VR channel, hell yeah, man, a couple VR channels. That's dedication.
It's a great. Well, I mean, our community is awesome. Who wouldn't want to be a part of it, right?
Hell yeah.
Ben L is here of the Game Cat Army. I'll keep skulking around the fringes. Exactly. What's up, Rogue TR? What's up, Zayla Maru? What's up, Chinatown D? Chinatown D's having some French fries and some French dressing, apparently.
Oh, she's watching Better Off Dead.
Oh yeah, she said something about a mountain full of snow as well.
Yep.
Who else is in the house tonight? Guido's here. What's up, Guido? I guess home from work. Good to see you. Spry Guy's here. What's up, Spry Guy? I hope you're having a great day.
Happy birthday
Really? Again?
again.
Oh, happy
guy's like-
birthdays, Spry Guy.
That guy's like 400 years old. He's had so many birthdays lately.
Hack's in the house. What up, Hack? Mickey Barrios. Mickey's been dropping keys in the Discord like
Holy-
on the daily. Have you
I
noticed?
know. I
Making
keep
it rain,
checking,
man.
and I'm like, I have all these keys, so I'm like,
There's wife. Hi, wife.
I miss your wife. Your wife's awesome. It's so much fun hanging out with your
I
wife in
agree.
Vegas.
True
You tell-
statements.
You tell her I miss her.
and she's
Eric
watching. You
misses
just told
She's
her.
watching. She's watching. I think she's watching. She might be over there watching Breaking Bad. Eric misses you, wife.
Breaking Bad.
She
Who
loves you
doesn't?
guys.
Bring her to GDC with you.
Who doesn't love Michelle and Breaking Bad equally?
That's true.
I don't
We
want
thought about
I
it.
love everybody the same.
But I think my GDC trip is going to be abbreviated, and there's not going to be much time to play around. So
You'll be busy.
Chatty's here, and Chatty's the winner of. We got to think of something to give Chatty. Chatty hasn't won anything today.
Thumbs up from Ruuts.
They want Chatty wins a free copy of Monkey
Gorilla
See,
Tag.
Monkey Doo Doo.
Monkey See, Monkey Doo,
Came
the
out Tuesday.
sequel.
Came out on Tuesday.
I bet Chatty and Technoglitch are the ones that've been getting all the keys Mickey's been dropping.
They're quick.
Art One
Gotta be
Jones
quick.
says, "I'm live here for once." Well, welcome.
Hey, what's up, bro? Tatum's here too. What's up, Tatum? Good to see you. Chris Duncan is here. Says the same thing. Finally get to see a live show. Yay. Radio Runt. Idaho.
Radio Run, Idaho.
What's up, Mal? What's up? Good to see you. Alakazam's here too. What's up? Hawk 107 is here. Who else? There's Eric. I'm gonna go ahead and ban Eric while he's here.
Yeah, do it.
Spreading all this filth
That
in
guy
our
sucks.
chat all the time. Four Willin and Salvador are here. As is Alakazam. Scrolling, and Bluebell and Dark Angel. Dark Angel says not first, but she's first on my list. So
She was
you're
second.
the winner, Dark Angel.
Really?
Yeah, who was somebody
First
else
on my
was
list, too.
first? I think she said she was either second or third. Technically,
What's up? Brandon C's here from Austin. What up? Yeah, I know
Frozen.
Austin just had a big ice storm come through, right? We
Damn,
got the
that's not
edge of
good.
it. Texas got hammered with it, man.
Well, you
Should be
didn't
heading
watch
there
Ryan
soon.
Hall, y'all, because he warned about that about a day and a half ago.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true. Actually, he typically starts like a month out. Like, you know, we
This
might have some bad weather in a month. We're not sure yet. And then he zeroes it in as time goes on.
yeah, he's good.
I'm gonna be heading down to Austin, man, at the beginning of March for South by Southwest. Gonna hang out with Jenna Sequoia, where she's gonna meet us there for South by Southwest. Hang out for a few days. It'll be cool.
That is awesome.
Tatum concurs. It is very icy in Central Texas, he says.
It's not icy
Oh.
here.
What's up, D. Millen? D. Millen's coming in from California. Good to see you. Going to be in California
Yeah.
in about 6 weeks, 7, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. If I missed you, welcome. I apologize. And yeah, welcome everybody. Why don't we talk a little VR? That's what people show up here for. I think that's what people show up here for. They could be like the non-VR game cat Kramer there, just showing up to hang out with a bunch of awesome people. Either way, we're going to talk about some VR. But Ruuts, I set up an order with you. I don't know what we're talking about first.
I'll pick one, and I know we're going to talk about obviously last. So,
well, let's start with Walkabout then, because I don't think we're going to have a whole lot to say about it. We've talked about Walkabout at length many times, and what an awesome game it is. What an awesome way to spend time with your friends, and how they continue to support this game with awesome new content. And Eric, sometimes they hit the mark, sometimes they miss a little bit. They didn't miss with this one, did they?
Not at all. It's crazy how they do this, but man, it's one of the best courses I've played, and I absolutely love it. And I played the daytime and the nighttime now, and it's literally, I would say it's probably my number 2. Like, I'm still probably in love with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea as my favorite all-time course. But damn, there's so much going on in this one. I got to put it up there. It's so good. It's one of the best looking courses for sure that they've ever done. And to me, I don't know about you guys, but there's just so much going on in this one. Like, we were playing on a couple of different versions. We were playing, we had somebody playing on the Quest version. We were on Steam. The shadows and lighting and all the movement in the water. This freaking game looks amazing, and there's just so much here. There's so much to look at. It may not be as challenging as some of the other courses, but the pure eye candy of this course is, I think it's unrivaled.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you say that because Ruuts, I feel like we're getting to the point now where we're reviewing these courses frequently enough that we should really start to like segment what we review, because there's 2 aspects to every course. There's the aesthetic aspect, how it looks, sounds, and then there's the course itself. I think that the like, as far as the aesthetics go, might be the most beautiful course that they have in the game. But the actual course itself is not bad either. I wouldn't say it's the best, because you have courses that are cool looking that don't have the best course attached to it. And I would say like Labyrinth would be a good example of that, or maybe even Mist. And then you have courses that are good at the course side and maybe a little generic on the visuals. Or every now and then you have one that just kind of hits both, at like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I think that this one is close to that. But maybe the course end of it, not quite on the level of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, but still better than 90% of the courses that they put out.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but I think that it might be that this one is a little bit different than some of the other ones, right? A lot of the other ones are either designed to where you need to really smack these ones all the time, or there's a lot of edges missing, or there's just a lot of weirdness going around, things that you have to do. This one, I think it kind of leaned a little bit more on patience and like, instead of being able to get to the, you have to set yourself up, and it's like a different type of play. But I definitely, and so I feel like for me, it almost is one of my favorite courses all the way around, because it is so beautiful. The colors, we played it at nighttime, watching Guido, as always, kick our ass, because he just owns it this game. But no, it was really cool. I really enjoyed my time in there, and it made me look forward to the next one. Like you were, I think one of you were saying this the other night. This isn't going anywhere. It's gonna be here for a long time, right? And
That's right.
it should be,
Yep.
right? I mean, look at the game. How many courses there are now? I mean, granted, you have to buy the expansions if you don't, or DLC if you don't have a friend that owns it, but it's worth it, man. If you bought every single DLC, you'd end up spending an extra $20 or something. Then you'd have so many courses, right? So,
Eric, do you think they'll ever do a season pass and let people get like all the courses for like $15 or something like that?
cool. That'd be cool.
I don't know. I mean, it's very possible they could do something like that. I mean, as they grow and get more and more courses, over maybe even the next coming year, and it gets to be, a big number. I mean, I guess it does make sense. I don't know if they would want to go with that model, but I could see that. I could see if with enough courses you could do it. If you get up to like, I mean, well, I don't even know what the number is now, but I would say if you get up to like 20 courses, 25 courses, it could be worth it.
Yeah.
Well, the model is definitely working for them, selling them a la carte.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But what I'm thinking is at some point people are going to stop buying the older courses. And at that point you say, well, guess what? It's season 2 now. And season 1 you can buy in its entirety for X amount of dollars. And maybe it'd be a way for them to monetize that stuff a little bit more.
I think it's probably more likely we'll see what Ruuts had a great idea the other night. He said, do you think we'll ever see end-game, monetization here where you can buy out, you can buy, hats or, different masks or, different clubs or, different cosmetics in the game. And I think, that's probably more where I would probably lean into for them, because there's a lot you can do with the characters. I mean, I know they give some away with that when you find stuff, but how many more clubs could they do, and how many more, more outfits or whatever you're wearing? There's so many cosmetics you could do, different balls, whatever.
You know who loves a bunch of different balls?
My mom!
Yeah, she does.
Every day.
But you had a good point there, Roots. We were talking about this, the course we playing requiring a bit more patience. Tiffany says that she loves the night course of Atlantis, and this is what we played. We played the night course, and for those of you who don't know, the night course is a little more difficult than the regular one. So it could just have been Roots, at least to some extent, the fact that we were playing the advanced course.
Yeah, it's true. The fact that we both, I'll tell you what. Once you get yourself in a hole, on a hole, it gets out of control, right? And next thing you know, you're stroking out, and you're like, oh, how the fuck did that happen? Yeah, it was definitely not my best game of golf, although I did have a lot of fun. And
You beat me.
yeah, but you had like several really bad, like the way that some of these holes are, it's like timing, or not even timing, because timing you're really good at. It's just luck of where you hit the ball, and if it bounces in a weird way, I
cup out like I always do. I cupped out. Like,
Oh, you lipped out so many times.
Yeah. By the way, Tiffany, I did want to play with you the other day. It was just a little too early for my liking.
I know, she hit me up too. It was like 9 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It was early. I was in bed.
She was
Actually, I
golfing
just
early.
laid down to go to bed.
That's like 6 a.m. for her.
yeah, that's crazy.
If it was 9 a.m. for us, she's on the West Coast. It's 6 a.m. Holy crap, Tiff.
That's the beauty of Walkabout mini golf. You can play at any time.
Hell yeah. She's rolling out of bed. Time to play some mini golf. Coffee and mini golf. Let's go.
That's it.
Brandon C says it's the first blacklight course they've done. It is like that, man. I'm a sucker for, and I was telling these guys last night, like all a game really needs to do is give me bloom effect and particle effects, and it gets an 8 out of 10 just from that alone. And this game has plenty of it. I mean, not only is everything in the whole thing glowing, but Eric, there's so many fish swimming around everywhere. It's almost surprising that the thing runs as well as it does.
That was one of the things I couldn't believe. Like, a couple of times I looked up and I was like, guys, can you imagine the amount of movement that you see here is like, I don't know if of any other course that has that much life going on around it, with just all the different schools of fish. And, these are low polygon, count games. So it's not like hugely graphically intense, but still, I mean, all the lighting, especially for the night course, all the shadows, how you can get up if you go up in the air a little bit, you look down, you can see the reflection of the light coming in from up top above the ocean, and you can see that reflecting down. There was so many the shadowing effects were perfect, man. They put so much into this. You can tell. Now they upped their game with this, right? They actually they upped some of the graphical power in the game now, and you can tell
by a third.
Yeah,
That's
there's a lot
crazy.
here.
That's
And
crazy.
the huge sea creatures too. The whale looks amazing. You're sitting there and you get a freaking huge whale flying, swimming over you when you're putting on the green, or the sea turtle that's going around. There's a couple of different sharks. And you can ride them, which is freaking cool too.
That
Yeah,
is cool.
Roots, you can ride a turtle. How many mini golf games can you ride a turtle in?
Seriously.
Who doesn't want to ride a or a turtle in any game, right? I think this is the proof right there. But yeah,
I wanted to ride that turtle in kayak, but it rode me, I think, instead.
I want
I kinda
kayak to
just-
have this kind of life.
yes, that's the thing. I would love to see or the kayak graphics in here as well.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want this game to look like kayak.
Yeah.
Kayak
be
needs mini
incredible.
golf to make it a freaking game instead of a yawn fest. That's
That's
what it is.
true.
Kayak mini golf. I'm all in.
So what do you guys think
But
about
they have
this?
a dog, bro.
Mickey Bear in the chat says he's had the game for Walkabout mini golf forever. He's never played it.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah.
Mickey, let's get in and play, man. What are you talking? What are you doing?
Yeah, you got to
It's
get
cool,
in there.
man. It's a nice chill way to spend time with your friends.
Even if you
And,
even my first real gameplay of this game, I played or not real, but I went and played a lot. And I don't know, about a month or two ago by myself, all the courses, and it was cool. Just going through and playing it, at your own pace. Every once in a while, I'd turn to talk to you guys, and you weren't there. I was a little sad for a
You're like,
second, but
where
other than that,
is
it was
everybody?
good. Yeah, but no, it was cool. These courses are so cool, and who doesn't love mini golf, right?
Sprague wants to know if the turtle is a euphemism for something else. Yeah, bro. Ride the snake to
always.
the lake.
Ride the turtle. You know who loves to ride the turtle?
My mom!
Every day.
Every day.
Anyway, incredible work here from Mighty Coconut. Once again, if you're wondering if this is worth your $4, it is easily. And I would say, what, Eric? This is top 5 course that they've offered up all time.
I think so. And I wasn't a huge you were saying, like, sometimes they come off of a miss with a hit. Like, that's what it was for me a little bit. The missed course for me a little bit was a little bit of hum. wasn't anywhere near my favorite. Like, I didn't really enjoy it that much. And this one was just it was a home run for me. I'd probably put it in my top 2. I think
Did you
I
ever
put it
play
just
it at
below
night?
20,000.
Missed at night?
I didn't. I didn't do
There
that.
you go.
I'll go do that. I'm gonna go do that right now. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
He missed out.
you missed out.
Oh, I did. I see
Yeah.
what you did there.
Uh,
What about you guys? Where do you rank it in your
I'd say it's my top
courses?
3 for sure. But then again, I mean, as far as the way things look and stuff, I mean, that Don Quixote is one of my favorite ones as far as gameplay, the actual course wise. So, man, we should go back through and rate these and talk about other courses, the older courses and stuff. They may not look the best, but I think some of the gameplay or some of the courses are better than some of the newer ones.
D-Melon
Yeah,
says she wants a long ride on a turtle. Who doesn't?
and
Who
you know,
doesn't?
Roots, this course is kind of proof positive, right? That they can make a cool course without, paying a licensing fee for some big IP. Like there's stuff out there that if you're creative and artistic enough, you can really just make something up for yourself.
Yeah,
And,
they could
this
do
is
a
a
Winnie the
perfect example.
Pooh, really cool Winnie the Pooh one, didn't they? I
Yeah.
mean, they just lost the licensing on it, so anybody can do it. You look for that kind of stuff. Atlantis obviously
True.
didn't have does it? Do you think it has some kind of doesn't have any type of a copyright on it, right?
No, I wouldn't think so.
So,
I want a Pee Wee's Playhouse course.
oh,
There you go.
yeah, that would be cool. Riding on the bicycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, as I said, there's not a whole lot we can add to our review of this game. We all love it. We all return to it often. Half the time that I'm playing Quest, I'm playing this game. Go buy it. It's an awesome course.
Yeah, any problem with the money increase with you guys?
No,
Oh,
no. I think the
it's
money
not a
was
money
already.
increase.
It was yeah. It's such a small amount to begin with. It didn't go that much up, and the courses alone were probably worth at least $5. I mean, just the fact that the night course is a completely different experience than the day course, and they give you incentives, the balls that you get, the scavenge hunt for the or I guess there's some kind of clues or something for the golf clubs, right? So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You think this is the new price now? You think this is what everyone will be?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, and some of them might be more. Again, it's not really the cost going up; it's the dollar going down. They're just adjusting for what the real world's doing, just like everyone else is.
Right. Would you guys support like a $10 tag on a special Star Wars DLC pack that had like 3 courses?
100%.
Oh,
I'd get 15
3
for
courses?
that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool.
For sure.
Yeah, give me
Guido
like
says
the MGM pack that's got like
Oh, man.
like 3 movie licenses or whatever. You know what I mean? Like E.T.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future and something else. Jaws
Yeah.
or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm all for it.
I mean, Conan the Barbarian.
Oh shit, yeah.
Anyways, go buy it, friends, or at least have one of your friends do it so that you can all play together. This is another one of the cool things about this game is everyone doesn't have to own the course. Only one person in your party has to own it. So literally, if you have a group of friends that play this, you can take turns. Like I'll buy Mist, you buy Atlantis, and then we can all play together, right?
Yeah. Or if you want to be Mr. Cool, you could buy them all, and then it's like when you come around, everyone's like, "Yes, man, we got the courses. Let's go."
Or you could be like me and Eric, and like I decide that I want to play it on Steam, so I buy it again, and then he decides that he wants to play it on Steam too after. And then did you buy it again as well yesterday, Eric?
I bought it. Yeah, I mean we get keys, right? So I don't mind. It's okay. You know what I mean? I like supporting the game. So like we get so many game keys. So we they sent us quest keys, right? So we wanted to see it on Steam, and you wanted to play it on Steam. So and I did too, because once you get in there and you're looking around, you're like, man, I want to see what this looks like on a PC. So you're like, I just go get it. So I had no problem going in and throwing them the $4 or whatever, $5, whatever it is.
Yeah. So I bought it. Eric bought it, and then neither of us had the night course unlocked. So Guido ended up hosting it,
Thank
and
God.
neither one of us needed to buy it.
That was funny.
And dude, Guido, he's a hell of a golfer, dude. He kicked our asses.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect, bro, and that guy does it.
Dude, thank God he was going first on most of these holes to show us where to go, even though that didn't really help that much. But
It would have helped me on the very first hole. Because I was first, and I ended up getting screwed. I didn't go in the right hole. It was a 50-50 shot.
You know who hates it when you go in the wrong hole?
I heard
She does not.
I just beat you to it, Wes. I think I just beat you to it.
And Wes is like, that's a
Almost.
lie. Take that
That's
back.
a lie, bro.
You spreading those kind of rumors about her? What are you doing?
There is no wrong hole, Eric. There is no wrong hole. No such thing.
D-Mo
anyway.
wants to know how much better the graphics on PC versus Quest. We were saying
Minimal.
Yeah, it's minimal. We were saying how it really that looks very, very good in the Quest, right? Ashton, you came in at first in the Quest version. Switched over.
I thought it was pretty damn close. Like I think it's again the actual graphics of the game are not going to increase or get better. It's maybe a little bit more resolution, so you're maybe seeing things a little bit clearer. Some of the colors pop, but I mean it's pretty much the same game. I don't think you're missing. And we did clarify like some of the shadowing effects, that we were seeing. Guido was seeing them too because he was playing standalone after we had moved to the PC. So he was seeing the same ones we were. So it's not like you're seeing a huge graphical downgrade like after the fall where you lose your flashlight or something like that. There's not that much of a downgrade here. I don't think you're missing anything.
I wonder, Eric. I wonder if the fish count and the draw distances are the same on the Quest, because that stuff's very demanding.
Question. That's a good question, and that's what like Saints and Sinners did, right? I mean, that's how they did it. They tried to keep their graphics as high as possible, but they reduced the assets, right? And it's a smart move to do. And sometimes it's tough to pick up. I didn't think about that.
I bet there's whole pools of fish that aren't even there. You know what I mean? It just has to. as much as you said, I can't believe all these things are moving around. Well, I can because we've got a computer running it with a 3080 Ti in it. But on a standalone, there's no way that all that fish is there. Maybe there's one instead of 6, or who knows.
All right.
Well, I guess Guido
we
knows.
have to go find out right now.
Yeah.
Let's go play.
Let's do it.
Jump in.
Bye.
Jump in.
We
I heard
could do-
Brian
we
was
could do
playing
a-
this game. He said he would love this course.
Yeah, I'm sure Brian's probably played it more than I have.
Yeah.
He really likes Walkabout a lot.
We
Yeah, I
talked
do
about
too,
that too.
but-
Like, why
yeah.
is this game not coming to PlayStation VR 2? Why is this not a launch title? Like, this is a port I
yeah,
would
that's a
like.
good question.
People would flip. Talk about people pissed off about ports for PlayStation VR 2. This is not one of them, right? Demio and this.
This one
People
needs
would
to be there.
flip.
This is one that everybody needs to play anyway. This is one of the best games in
Agreed.
VR. It's definitely the best golfing game in VR. Miniature golf.
There's not
hands
many
down.
games I think they're getting Brian Paul to put a Quest 2 headset
No.
on, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Brandon C says, I asked about that at the meetup with the devs at Dave & Buster's, and it's the same. They actually got it much higher than they want on Quest 2 in development, and then lowered it, got it up to 200. I don't know exactly what the context here of this is.
Hmm.
200. Got it up to 200.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, let's move along. I think we've put this one over pretty hard at this point, and honestly, the people that want to play this probably already bought it immediately, like all of us did, which is good. You want to support the devs. You want to get more awesome courses. You got to buy the ones when they come out. But let's talk about another favorite among our channel over the last few years, Windlands 2. This game launched in 2018 for Oculus Rift, eventually making its way to Steam. And Eric, I think most recently we were talking about this game on PlayStation VR, where while it was a serviceable port, certainly fell victims to some of the limitations of the controller hardware, right?
Yeah, it was just a victim of the Move controller, and Move controller usually handles things pretty well, and this was just a game that did not, because it looked pretty damn good, but it was pretty frustrating with the Move controllers. But no such problem here, man. It almost feels like this is the way untethered is the way this game should be played.
I absolutely concur. And Ruuts, as much as we chime on about co-op multiplayer and how we need more games that we can play with our friends versus against our friends, this is kind of the OG, right? This is one of the first games that kind of showed us the value in this kind of gameplay.
Yeah. This is definitely got its own story. It's got 4-player co-op and some of the best movement in VR. It's definitely hands down a good time for friends and family, right?
I'm a bit confused though, man, because this was a game that we had given up on ever coming to Quest. They said it couldn't be done. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, it can't be done. There's no way. It's open world, and definitely not on this gen. And I think Zenith proved them wrong. I don't know how the hell they did it, because it's still, this is the thing, and this is, it looks and feels almost identical. I mean, pretty much is identical to the PC game, and I don't know. They couldn't do it, but they did it pretty damn well.
Yeah, it's very close, right? I'm sure there are differences, but I'm sure you'd have to do a side by side to notice them. When you're in there, it feels right. It feels like you're playing Windlands 2. And for what it's worth, Eric, a lot going on in this game. I mean, if there was nothing other than just the platforming and swinging, this game would be amazing. But the fact that you can bring your friends, and there's a story campaign, there's combat, and a good 6 to 8 hour, campaign, a nice little chunk of content for your $25. I'd venture to say that today, as it stands, this is probably one of the best games in the Quest library.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night when we were in here. I mean, this is a game that everybody should own on the Quest. Like, if you're owning your Quest going, man, I want something to play, and this is an older game, but this game deserved to be on the Quest too a long time ago. And I still don't understand. Windlands never made it to the Quest. It's still on the freaking App Lab. So,
Yeah.
that's, you're saying they were like, this never, this can't happen because of the movement or because of the, people getting motion sick. And, so much so that they still wouldn't put the original Windlands on the store. They put it on App Lab, and it's still there, where this one actually made it to the regular store. But this is a game that everybody should play. The movement is so fast in this, and when you get good at it, this is one of those games where, it's pretty easy to pick up the how to do it and how to use the grappling and how to swing, but it is difficult to master, and it gives you a good amount of challenge here. And there's a lot here. Like, it's like, we talk about these games all the time that have different play mechanics in it. So, it's a platformer, it's a grappler, it's a shooting game, it's a like a discovery game, and we almost talked about like the environment itself being a puzzle, because you have to figure out how you manage to get through it, to get to a certain area or to get to a certain spot. So it's not just about, swing here, swing there, you get to where you need. You have to take the right path, or you have to find the right area to get through, and presents you a challenge in itself. So there's a lot going on here. Plus, there's Easter eggs everywhere to find little different stuff.
They trick you, right? Because they put you in this huge open world, and it is a huge open world, and it seems like at first that you can just go in any direction to get to where you need to go, but some directions are a little more difficult than others. And if you find yourself kind of at the bottom of the forest instead of swinging through the canopies, sometimes it's quite difficult just to even get out of these little holes and divots you find yourself in. Bearbo joining us in chat. Good to see you, friend. Hope you're feeling better. Ruuts, the grappling controls in this game, you kind of forget just how nuanced they are, and it isn't just swinging. The tethers are very elastic. You can sling yourself around by swinging your arms. There are other controls that allow you to have more or less slack in the line, and it really affects your trajectory. But at the same time, that there's so much going on here with that specific mechanic. It's still like riding a bike, right? When you get out of this game for a year, you pick it back up, and it's like you never left.
Yeah, no, I was flying through so fast. I was even shocking myself how much I remembered it. It just because it works. You know what I mean? Like, once you got it down originally, it works so well. You just fall right back into it, and it just feels so good. And like you were saying, the design of the whole courses, they have all those marks where you fly over it, and that becomes your waypoint. But there's no system to it. So if you're not careful, you'll pick one, and you'll think, okay, that I need to go that way. And you'll keep following these dots, but it's just this is another dot or place to save, bro. Like, you should be going the other way, because it gets to a point where you sometimes don't know where to go, right? Like you said, if you get lost, this is a huge world, and that's just really cool, swinging around and hanging out with your friends playing. So
yeah, I've got some friends joining us in chat. Distract has joined us, as has Diego Darko. Good to see you. Distract says, I can't wait to play this on PSVR 2. And then he says, but I bet this is a great on Quest without the wires. And you were alluding to this a moment ago, Eric. This is kind of the way to play it, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think if it is coming to PlayStation VR 2. Is that confirmed? You said.
Yes.
Okay. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't
kinda,
think.
Yeah. So you're asking me a specific question. I guess I should be
Yeah.
a little bit more clear with the answer. They just received, I forget what the term is for it. They received their store ID for the game.
Okay.
It's still pretty early in development. It's going to be a little while before it comes out, but they have put in their application, which is a big thing. It takes a lot of preparation, hundreds of pages. You have to tell them exactly what your game is going to be and show them, and that they just recently got that back with the okay to publish the PSVR 2 version. So it is coming. It might be a little while though.
Yeah, and the reason I asked that is because I should preface to say, I mean, the Quest, the standalone in this with this game is definitely a great way to play this without having to have a wire. But with the PlayStation VR 1 version, again, with the camera, you need to stay looking at the camera, right? I mean, you have to. Here with PlayStation VR 2, if it's going there, I don't think just having the wire is going to be that much of an issue, because you still will be able to turn. You'll be able to move. And, once you figure out how to manage your wire, it's not an issue anymore. Like, everybody has like an issue with the wire, but once you figure it out, and everybody will, trust me, it'll be okay. You'll figure your wire out.
We all figured it out back in the day.
Guys, it's going to be okay. I promise. You'll figure your wire out.
I played
Bullshit.
I played the entire Walkabout mini golf game and our Windlands 2 last night with a wire, and I was fine.
How dare you?
I know.
How dare you?
I will say this though. While I don't expect there will be like a huge graphical enhancement when this comes to PSVR 2, and of course you're going to have to deal with the cable, which you don't on Quest. I am a bit intrigued, Ruuts, about the swinging mechanics and the elasticity of your tethers in the context of adaptive triggers, because I feel like there's some opportunity here to really give the game a tactile feel that it doesn't have already.
Yeah, take advantage of that. Like I said about Astrobot, feeling that zipper and feeling like there was an actual thing in the controller, the actual motor. I don't know, or the elastic bow. Everything is just it's. I hope that most of these games use it, but.
And then Eric, you pull back on your energy bow, and you can feel the thing vibrating in your hands. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's like it'll be a perfect game for this. I mean, shooting that old guy in the face, and it's just, and you'll be able to feel like the vibration in your controllers. It'll be amazing.
That is fun. I like shooting that guy in the face.
My god, it's my favorite thing. Shooting him right in his big hair.
He's got an annoying voice too, so it just makes you want to shoot him in his ugly face.
What's his name? Like Tovis or something like that?
Tohir.
Tohir. That's
yeah.
it. Tohir.
Oh man, don't be ripping on Tohir, bro.
Poor Tohir.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is another one that we've spoken about many times. I can't recommend this game highly enough. This is, without going and doing the math, I would say that this is at least in the discussion to be a top 10, top 15 Quest game. It's great. And if you want to narrow it down to the best co-op games, I mean, I struggle to think of any that are better. If not, there aren't many, right? I mean, this is fun with friends. But the beautiful thing about it, Ruuts, is you don't have to play it with friends. Like, it's a great game to play with friends. But if you were just in this thing by itself, the difficulty scales, right? Depending on how many people's in it. And it's just really a lot of fun, whether you have, 3, 2, 1 friends, or you're playing alone.
Yeah, you can even have multiple saves. I think you can have up to 3 saves. So if you wanted to play with your friends and then decided you wanted to go into your own adventure, it'll be a completely new adventure and story and all that. And just go through it. It's one of those games. It's a chill game to just go in and swing around. You'll find yourself swinging around for a couple hours, because it's the best swinging in VR that I've felt so far in any game. And I guess we're getting to some other games that were created in the last year or two that have done really well as well. Now I would definitely say this is going to be on the list for some kind of a multiplayer game of the year award, or at least
for sure,
a runner-up.
Possible. Yeah.
Right.
There's not many campaigns there's not many games you get 4 people that can go in and do a campaign in. I mean, there's all the multiplayers where you can go against each other, and things like that. But 4 players in a campaign, there's not that many on the Quest.
How many open world games are on the Quest store?
Yeah,
that's true.
It's great.
Huge too. It's a big world.
Eric, I'd forgotten how good it was, and it wasn't. I mean, I say it was a year, probably wasn't a year ago we played it. It was probably a little sooner than that. But when I got in there, I was really sad when your battery died. I was like, man, I want to keep going. It was so fun.
And I'll apologize to the developer, Mr. Hibbins, who just stopped in chat. I
what's
apologize
up?
my battery died, but trust me, I do want to get back in. And I was talking to Steve from Between Realities, and he loved this game so much. He was like, we need to go in and finish it. Because I haven't actually never finished this game
Really?
on any platform. I've never finished it, and I think I want to finish it now.
That's a good
Well,
idea.
yeah. Well, maybe Mr. Hibbins would like to come on location with us someday and,
Oh, man, that would be
show
cool.
us around.
I bet you he could show us some Easter eggs nobody would find.
Yeah, I'd like to ask him, is there anything hidden in the menu screen, like in the world? Because I'm kind of disappointed if there isn't. I know how you like to hide these things in the world, but we examined it pretty thoroughly yesterday, didn't we? Ruuts couldn't find anything.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. You can run and jump that far over off the ship and just because you've always got that one friend that's dicking around, and you're like, "What are you doing, Matt and Wes are swinging around."
No, it was me. I was always behind. Ruuts is really good at this game, by the way. I mean, he said he was like, he got into it pretty quickly. You're really good at you are so fast at swinging, and you can get through the environments way faster than I can.
Well, I'll tell you, that's why I said I love the flying swinging, and we even back in the day when we did this, covered it on PC. I remember all four of us of the OG crew swinging. Mainfam was fucking fast. Keeping up with him was quick.
Yeah,
but
me and Ruuts, Alex was faster than, or maybe it was was it you that got stuck kind of in the rear with me, or was it Alex? I can't remember, but like there was like two parties of two in this game, and it was just literally the whole game was playing catch up to these guys.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, it's I think it's, like I said, it's the best swing in VR that I've ever done so far. So I like it.
So,
That is one of the nice things with this game too. Is I think if you're with a party of 3 other people, I think you can spawn on
The host,
like the host, right? So if you're in a particularly spot where you're like stuck or you feel like you can't get through or something, and everybody else is way ahead of you, you can actually just spawn right in the host. I think
it's cheating. That's
it is cheating
bro.
for sure. Don't do it.
So Mr. Hibbins in the chat says that there's lots of secrets, and he could definitely show us some amazing places that are super hard to get to. See, this is the kind of the downside for me of playing multiplayer with people, is because you guys know me. I'm a completionist. I'm an explorer, and there's so many different like totems and things that you can find in this game. But when you're playing with friends, you're just trying to keep up with the crew. So that's kind of one of the things that is good about playing it by yourself, actually, is that you can really explore this big map and find all the little stuff in it.
This would be a great game to play with Michelle and like your kids or something. You know what I mean?
I've already talked to Isabel about it. Like, we haven't had time to get in there yet, but it comes out tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, or I guess today at this point for many of you.
Today, yep.
$25, and I couldn't recommend it enough. If you're a Quest only gamer and you haven't played this yet, this is a must own.
Yeah, $25 is a steal, especially for as much gameplay as you get. And like I said, even just coming back to it and playing it again was so much fun. And it's got replayability just for how good it feels to swing around the environments, or do those dive bombs. It's kind of crazy off the top.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I want to say that this game launched in 2018 at $30. It's what I seem to remember.
It might have, yeah.
And that was $30 in 2018 dollars. And, now it's $25 in 2023 dollars. That's
it should be $50 right now.
yeah, right.
Into inflation.
It's a steal at $24.99.
Chris
but
Richardson
I agree.
says, what is old is new again, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
I agree. This should be in everybody's library. And somebody had said earlier, games like this, kind of get me a little bit, maybe in the motion sickness department. But I think you need to give it a chance. And, they say right up front, just take it in small doses in the beginning if you're getting into it. But I don't know. To me, the frames are so high here, they never dip. I don't think you're going to have that much issues here. I mean, we don't get motion sick, so it's tough for us to judge, but I would say try it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say steer away from this because you think. I would say try it. You can always return it if if it's something you can't absolutely do, but I would say don't not try it. I would try it.
Yeah, you're going to miss out on one of the best games out there.
Take breaks. That's the biggest thing.
Take breaks. If you start to feel weird, I mean, there are save points everywhere in this. You can pick up right where you left off, and again, you shouldn't try to play through sickness no matter what you're playing. And if you're the type of person who's prone to that sort of thing, as soon as you start feeling it, you need to get out, take a break. And
Well, I'll tell you what you will sense is sense of height. Like there's so many times when I land on an edge and you like look down and you're like, you get that, my feet tense up, right? Like kind of want to curl up or whatever. Cause I mean, I'm not afraid of heights. I just have a healthy fear of falling off of tall places, right? Like just to be careful in real life. And so like it does, it's got a good, it just really feels like you're in these environments.
you fall far too sometimes,
You
don't
do.
you?
Yeah.
It's a good thing they have that button that allows you to just respawn, because you'd spend a lot of time falling if you're anything like me.
Well, I think what's cool is what I was going to say earlier is you get to a really tall spot and you can see you got to go way over there, and you can run and jump off the edge and fall as far as you can and then grab onto something. Like the freedom you feel in these environments, like and just moving around, there's nothing like it in VR. That's why I say, and then on top of it, you've got this cool shooter story and it's co-op. I mean, I can't think of anything better.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, man. Certainly awesome. Awesome platforming, awesome grappling, awesome combat. Just a good game all around. Anyway, I think we've put this game over pretty hard at this point. Everyone should go buy it if you don't already own it. And even if you do, there's something to be said for playing it tethered and having all of your, Quest friends in there with you. So you might want to go get it anyway.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
But with that said, I think it is time for us to move on to the mod of the week. We should just start doing mod of the week every week at Ruuts, I think.
We should, because there's so many mods out there that are amazing that we probably don't even know or haven't tried. And I'm kind of kicking myself for not playing this sooner.
Yeah,
Me
we
too.
said
And
it.
we
We said
talked
it.
about it a long time ago, like
Yep.
about doing it. And that I'm in the same boat, Roots. I'm like, why did we not do this a year ago or 6 months ago?
So we're of course talking about the Heaven mod for Neon White. This mod comes from Ruuts, and I gotta say, Roots, I feel even further vindicated now, because they told me that Ruuts did not develop the mod for Bendy in the Ink Machine, which we did last week. And when I got in here to see how to mod this thing, it's identical. The software is identical to the modding software for the Bendy mod. So I think Ruuts, I feel completely vindicated in saying that Ruuts had a big hand in developing both of these mods.
Yeah, and thank God they did, because
So easy, right?
Yeah, well, and this is the thing. That's one of the things I think developers have to be seeing. The AAA developers, man, like how hard is it for these teams to bring in mods into VR? Not saying that obviously they're talented and they need to be, picked up by these companies or something, but or at least freelance. Bring all these games into VR with an official mod and give us the level of gaming we need that will satisfy the people that want that next tier up, as because the biggest excuse is, and it's true, the money's not there, right? Well, we don't need the money to be there, apparently. We just need to get these already existing amazing games that just came out. This game just came out like in October, I think, and I believe it's indie. It's super cool.
And for what it's worth, this mod, the Heaven mod, is in early access. So what that means, if you want to play this, you have to go join the Ruuts Patreon, and it's just $1 per month, and it unlocks it for you. But the way Ruuts works is it's behind a paywall while it's early access, and when it's finished, that's when it becomes free for everyone. So it's not much money, and it's not behind a paywall forever. I kind of feel like this is the right model for these modders. I think that they absolutely should monetize, but there's a far cry between charging $1 a month for it for a little while and charging $10 a month forever. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, I have not played this yet. You guys are going to experience this with me for the very first time as we real-time review it. But it's going to take me a second, as always, to get set up for that. In the meantime, Eric, why don't you take the hosting routes, take the hosting role from me for just a moment, and you and Ruuts talk a little bit about your experience in the game.
Yeah, hell yeah. Go take a break and put your headset on and be prepared to be blown away by this kick-ass mod, Ruuts. We try not to talk about these things before we get on the show, but as we're getting ready, me and Ruuts are both like trying to avoid it, but we can't, and we're just like, this was a pretty damn good mod. And I think it's going to get some comparisons, Ruuts, to another mod that we played earlier this year that we all fell in love with, and that was Ghost Runner, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was so bad that we were sitting there talking about it in front of Wes, and then Wes is like, oh, I haven't played it. And we're like, oh, shit, man, we need to stop talking about this then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to spoil it or, like, give him any, like, preconceptions on it. We want him to go in with an open mind to the game and just, enjoy it on his own or not. I do find it funny that as soon as we start talking about a mod, who jumps into the chat is PD. It's like he's got mod radar. He's like,
Well-
yeah, somebody say mod? I'm here.
Well, it's the best stuff in VR. Like I was saying to you guys before the show, I believe this game with this mod is better than 95% of what I played last year that was made from the ground in VR up, or made from the ground up and for VR, right? It was done so well that if you didn't tell me it wasn't made for VR, there's no way I could tell, right?
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, I'll ask PD too. I don't know PD because I didn't see your channel. But did you do this mod?
He did.
And did you do a video for it?
He did a video on the 20. Or actually, it's like last week sometime.
Oh, okay, so just recently then.
Mhm.
Did he like it?
Yeah,
I assume he did. He had to.
He's got a review on Steam, and
Nice.
he says was saying that this is the best from the creator of the Amazing Outer Wilds VR mod comes another masterpiece. This game is so fast and addictive in VR. It's the only way to play the game. And I agree. I haven't played it flat, but this is the thing. These indie games for flat games are amazing. They're like a different tier of gaming, equal to AAA in a lot of ways. They just don't have all the funding, but they spend a lot of time. And this game has everything, and so I don't know how much we're supposed to talk about it before.
Well, we compared it to two of our favorite games of last year, and that was Ghost Runner and a little bit of Hades.
Yeah,
Just because of the
Hades is so
feel and the story and just some of maybe the art a little bit kind of gave you a Hades feel. I had that feel to it. And then, the gameplay was very, very much Ghost Runner. But Ruuts, I dare say, I think I like it a little bit better than Ghost Runner. This is one of those games. It's very rare that I'm like the last one in when it's time to get ready for the show. And I was almost the last one in tonight, and I thought I was late because I didn't want to leave the game. I was like, okay, let me do one more level. All right, let me do one more level. I'm like, all right, what time is it? I can get one more level in. And I just want to keep going. And it's when you have that hook where you just like, I know I have to get out, but I don't want to. It's a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was usually I come into the Discord and Mash has been there for like 10, 15 minutes. and this time I got in and nobody was here for a long time. And I was looking at the same screen I'm looking at now for Steam that says purchase. And I know that's because Wes is getting in there. But if it was you...
Yeah, it was me.
It was you. I was watching it and I'm like, oh, this is why I'm not seeing that. All right, let me, I'm going to mute you, Eric, and unmute desktop audio so we can hear Wes. Let me get on his mic as well. Yeah. So you guys should be having the audio of the game as well. So let me ask you, Eric, how far did you get to the third chapter or whatever it's called?
I didn't have that much time because here's what happened too. Ruuts liked the game so much too, and I had to wait to get in because Ruuts was in it. Because we family share the game, and we don't we don't buy a copy for everybody, right? We buy one copy, we put it in a mutual account so we can all use it. So we can all use it one at a time. So we all need to use it, and you had a lot of fun in there. So I don't think you wanted to get out either. So it was past 11 at my time when I started it. When I was able to get in there.
Wow. What I should have done is I should have went offline with it.
It was good. I love seeing it. I don't care. I love seeing that you were in there having a freaking good time in VR. I didn't care. I had a smile on my face the whole time I watched and seeing that purchase tag, and I saw your little Groot next to that with a little picture saying that you were playing it. I was like, this is good.
Yeah, because it says it still can't hear game audio.
Yeah, you got to switch the audio thing over. Desktop and the
I did.
desktop audio.
Yeah, I switched over the audio output. Let me see.
All right, I might need to go restart the thing. That happened once before.
Yeah, because I have it set where it should be. It says it's coming through.
Wow, I'm trying to set the volume. Oh, I have to apply it. Okay. All right. I'll go kill the audio capture and restart it. And it'll probably kill the video and everything for a moment, but we'll be right.
Oh no, wait. Rogue TR says game audio is fine. It's just loud.
Okay, so.
Oh, I turned it down. Is
No,
it still loud, Rogue?
Braxbro says we can hear everything.
Oh,
Yeah, you got
okay.
audio.
All right. Perfect. All right, so you guys let me know if the game audio is good now. I turned it down by like a third. So.
Okay.
It was loud. I had to turn it down myself when I was playing. That was just me listening, so it was loud.
Do I need to fix any of the settings, or is it good out of the box?
It should be good out of the box. I don't remember. Does it have no? Because is there smooth turn and all that? I didn't remember switching anything.
I didn't change anything.
I looked in there at the settings, and then I
Yeah, there's smooth turning, but it's on by default.
Yeah, I didn't have to adjust anything at all.
All right.
PD says if you can turn the game audio down a smidge more, please.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
I can do it if you want.
Well, you can do it. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
All right, you do it then, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Wes play this game, man. To play it cold too, and this will be your first time in it.
Yeah. Because I
That's
didn't know
cool.
anything about it when I went into it either.
Okay, here we go.
I'm curious to see if he thinks the same way we do about the other game, if it's better or not. I won't even say what the game is.
It's cool looking, I can tell you that. It reminds me a little bit of Risk of Rain, the way the color palette works. Where am I going?
Oh,
Oh,
it's
you
wasting
guys made it?
time, dude. You're on a timer, Wes.
Oh, I
Yeah, this is
didn't- oh, yeah.
this is a game that you can't go searching for stuff. This is all about speed.
Sorry,
I'm just doing
the
the
first
tutorial, bro.
yeah, the first couple ones are gonna be a little bit rusty, and you'll get it, and then you'll be Wes.
Walk
You'll be
into the
perfectionist Wes.
Jump with the left trigger. All right, cool. It's got a jump, Roots.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Jumping is awesome.
Killer jumps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different ways to jump. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it already feels good, man.
It's so fast, right?
Isn't it crazy a game like this, was never meant to be VR?
Yeah, that's what I was saying when you were getting ready. It's like it feels like it's native, and it's better than most VR games.
I did try it flat though, and you know how I usually say, why would you ever play this game flat? I actually didn't mind it flat. Like I usually am like, why would you ever want to play it flat? But I mean, I'd still play the VR because it's amazing, but the flat version's not bad.
Yeah, well, the gameplay is amazing. That's why, right?
Yeah.
The implementation, whether you're in it or not, it's still really good.
Purify soul card. Fires like a machine gun. Well, I like machine guns. Firing cards. Press the right trigger to fire the current card. Swap cards with the left grip. Okay. Let's go. Oh crap.
I'll take it.
Oh, we're leveling up, bro.
You did it.
Oh yeah.
Do the next level. Let's go.
Let's go, son.
Well, that's cool. Gunner District.
Did you see the scores?
Yeah, I saw it on the right side there. I didn't see. It was just mine though. I didn't like see a leaderboard or anything.
Oh, you didn't mean to see my score.
Oh crap! Well, that's so fast all of a sudden.
What was that?
Like lagging or something.
Yeah, this is a legitimate VR mod. Like, if Weston can explain the controls a little bit for people, that's why you're in there.
Yeah, I mean it's basically a runner. You're just going forward and.
But you have full motion control, is what I mean. You're not using a gamepad.
Oh no.
Cleared it.
No, and you can see. I don't know if you guys can see like the menu. It's tethered to your left hand. So whenever you're in between scenes, you just have to pick it up and kind of interact with it. But no, this is full motion controls. It feels like a VR game, man. Honestly.
Not
But
too
a different
shabby.
VR game. We don't have many games
Must've been
like
a
this
real
in VR.
hardcore guy.
No.
Yo, White, bro, it's me.
No, and this is what we
bro.
talk about. I mean, these games are amazing because it's a flat game. Even though this is an indie flat game, this in
It's been a
VR
minute,
beats a lot of
man.
the stuff that we have out there, man. It does. It just makes it. It's that good.
Oh, this guy's yellow. You know why he's yellow?
Scared. You got
This
the
guy.
story's
Same
really
reason-
good too, right,
same
Eric?
reason-
Mask on, I
Beat
read
himself?
it.
Same reason that
Murder.
yellow snow's yellow.
I know it.
Crap, you got the freaking anime sword? What's it called? Like gnomes use?
Is it considered a
No.
platform game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to an extent.
Yeah, I would say the same way like
How
Ghost
does
Runner
an
is.
Idiot like this seem to remember me.
You okay, man?
No, actually.
What? For real?
Do we want the story or do you want me to blow through it?
Got up to some crazy stuff.
I mean, I think the story's pretty cool, but
This to my light. You know I saved your life once.
yeah, I would.
Glad that it's narrated. It
Yeah.
helped.
Really?
Nah, I'm just messing.
Played another game yesterday that could really use some narration.
Yeah.
This is the game I just downloaded.
But seriously,
Yes, it
dude,
is.
we should team up.
All right, I'll see you guys
just like
later.
old times. Then I can save you for real from those like demon freaks or something.
It's 2 a.m. Do you think I can get some of that game in before I have to go to sleep?
I mean, if you're gonna be like me, you're gonna be up all night
But
playing.
no thanks. I work alone.
I could be like, pow, and you could be like,
All right, let them know. We get it.
Sure.
don't think.
I think the B
feel.
button goes through all the dialogue.
Elevate soul card. This soul. Oh, it's a handgun. Okay.
Well, read it. You gotta.
Yeah, it does different things. You want to make sure you read those cards. It's going to help you get through the environment.
Discard ability triggers a second jump. Try it midair. Okay.
So basically, whenever you are discarding it, you're getting rid of it, and then it has an ability that you can use it at that point.
Yeah, because it's going to use it up when you use that. So when you use that double jump, it's going to use that card up completely.
Oh, I got you.
You're basically discarding it, but you're getting an ability, like a special ability out of it for a one-time use.
That's a pretty cool
Mechanic, right?
structure. For
The
a
card,
game.
the card system's awesome here. Yeah.
You know, I played a game yesterday that has a pretty cool card system.
God damn it! All right, I gotta go.
All right, so just say right grip.
Yep.
Oh crap!
One of the things I did notice, it's actually, you know, I did play it. Like I said, I did play it a little bit flat. It's easier to control in VR than
crap,
it is
I'm gonna-
flat.
I bet. Well, we said the same thing about what's it called, right? You got to
Yeah.
restart. What is it? X on your controller, right controller, or which button
Yeah,
restarts it?
It'll restart you back to the beginning. Because you have to, because if you miss certain things, you can't progress without it. So yeah, you're gonna have to restart.
Yeah.
But it's a button press, which is nice. Just puts you back in the beginning. You can redo it. I think I did that one like 3 times. That one spot.
Oh no, I think I might be frozen.
No, it's like for some reason you have to maybe get a little closer to it first, or for whatever reason for me, I was sometimes I had
Oh,
trouble.
there it went.
Yeah.
Like you said, this is beta.
Black Market Honey stopping in from sunny Sweden. Good
What
morning.
up, Black Market Honey?
Braxbro says discarding the cards is really the bread and butter of this game. I think he's right.
Just get
That's like
started.
you have to discard them to like get past certain spots or to like do certain power-ups.
All right, so let's go global. I don't know if I want to look at the global. Oh, you have to reach inside level 4. Okay.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people were well, I mean, a few people anyway, were saying that this should have been the mod of the year last year.
I wish we had played it. Because
We tried.
what was our? I can't remember now. What was our mod of the year? What was our list? What was it going up against? Half-Life 2,
Resident Evil 2, Half-Life 2.
Ghost Runner.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna win against Half-Life 2.
Probably not. But damn, I like this game a lot. Like I would need a little bit more time with it to see how it progresses and how the story goes. But freak, man, this is a good game. It would be up there. I think I like it better than Ghost Runner. I really do.
I don't know. I need to play it more, but I really like Ghost Runner.
I mean, they're both amazing. I mean, they're both great times, but this one just caught me for some reason. I thought the movement was a little bit better.
What's next?
Unique.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the full VR mod where Ghost Runner isn't, you know.
Right.
I don't know if I'm doing good or bad or ugly. I can't be doing too great.
What's your
I'm
time
not
on it?
placing
Yeah,
30 seconds.
it's about average. It's where I was at for the first several.
Yeah, I didn't even get any
PD
gold.
was like 12 or 15 or something.
There's collectibles too that
Mhm.
gives you a reason to kind of come back and run the level again.
Yeah, what are you getting? Like bronzes? I can't say. I can't tell.
Well, you're gonna have to come back anyway because when you want to go move on, it's got one of those systems where you have to get enough points or levels. You have to get enough levels down. Otherwise, I would have moved on to the third chapter, but I had like 3 levels more I needed to level.
Where am I going? Oh, I see. Oh no! No! All right. Oh, I didn't have to do that, did I?
Mm-mm. No,
Didn't know.
the explanations you can skip once you've read them.
Yeah. This is just one of those games. Again, it's like it's fairly easy to get it down, but it takes some work to like master it. But when you get it, like you're quickly gonna get it, Les. Like it's only gonna take you a couple of runs on maybe one of these harder levels, and then bam, you're gonna feel it, and then you're gonna be like, man, you're hitting it every time, and it's so satisfying.
I missed the card.
Like the first time I cruised through that balloon area, you feel like such a badass, right? Like, like
Yeah.
this is a tricky area to get through, and man, when you get through it, you're like, bam, oh, that was sick.
Well, and then once you really get good, you'll get new levels and just be owning, flying through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because everything gets used.
This is one of those games where it's got that old school loop to it where you have to just play it until you get good at it.
Right, and you'll get better and better. Once Wes can see the leaderboard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's not frustrating though. Like some of those older games were extremely frustrating, and they would just eventually make you want to nope out. Here you do feel like a badass once you get it, and you'll get it pretty quick.
That was awesome.
Didn't even break a sweat.
I'm starting to see the potential in this here now. This is it feels good to play.
better or worse than the running game? What's it called?
Ghost
I
Runner.
don't know, man.
Ghost
I
Runner.
like Ghost Runner a lot, man. I really do. But we're just getting started here.
Nice move.
Is that the alt girl?
There's a
I saw
pretty
from
good
earlier?
story here.
Girl.
There is. The story is super cool, man. I love the whole idea of it. The art
hey,
style of it is cool,
mind
man.
letting go
I
of my
just,
shirt?
it's just
The
there's a lot
voice
here.
acting's good.
It is too, yeah.
Huge demon chasing after me.
Traveling man, thanks for stopping by.
Looks like I lost it.
Taking off, bro?
Hey, he's got his lunch is almost over.
You'd protect me if it
Just
came
quit your
back,
job.
though,
Yeah.
The
right?
traveling man, he's always on the move.
Sorry, I got a boat to catch.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Wes. And you know who else likes to see potential? PD says.
My mom.
Race you to the ship.
So you lost your memory, Wes.
Weird. Shoot.
Spoiler
I
alert.
better get moving.
Alright, so here, back right there.
What's it do?
Right grip to activate your soul card. Okay. Oh, I didn't read it. That's a good point.
I can tell you what it said. You can use that. You can use that. Yeah, to burst through. Burst through
Yeah,
things.
I figured it out. Purify bomb attack. Nice.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Keep it going, bruh. What do you guys think about the look of it with this whole anime thing it's got going on?
I think it looks cool.
Yeah, we like it a lot. I liked it a lot. We like me and Ruuts were talking about it. Like it has like a Hades feel to it. Like either it's the story or the look of it, or there's something to it that gives a vibe of Hades for sure.
Oh, I see. I mistimed it. Ah,
You usually throw it down below at your feet. You know what I mean? And then you'll just bounce up.
Yeah.
I'll get it in just a second. Took me a few tries there.
Yeah, actually, I spent a little bit of time figuring this part out myself.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little tricky. PD said, "Did you guys try Hellslinger yet?" And I think that is on
Nope.
our list. We almost did
That
this
was
one
definitely
instead of this one, but it is absolutely on our list, and I think we all are looking forward to trying it.
Is it any good? This is the thing, man. These games. This is, like I said, the gameplay was just so much fun. I mean, the games can look amazing, you know, and they can be a cool IP, but if the gameplay is boring, I'm going to be bored after 30 to 40 minutes, an hour, and I'm going to say, oh, that's cool. It looked cool, and I'm going to move on to something else. If I want to go back, if I'm thinking about it while I'm doing the show, you know what I mean? And that tells me that the gameplay was fun, because that's what that's really what it's all about. That's why Mash says, and he's right when he says kayak's not a game, it's an experience. It's the same reason I told when Nathan said on Twitter today that he'd love to, what game was it? It would Last of Us. I'd love to see a Last of Us experience. And I
Not bad.
I wanted to tell him to bite his tongue, but I don't know him that well. I just basically said, you know, we need a full-fledged game. We need a full-fledged Last of Us game or sequel, or bring the original into VR. Like, I don't want experiences, man. Like, we've been down that road, and I just don't want it. You know what I mean? Don't give me a dumbed down version of what's good. The game that I really love. Bring the actual game in, you know?
Yeah, I agree. It's time to step things up, and I think I'm hoping that that's what the PSVR 2 is going to do. I really have a feeling that Meta is going to focus on games this year too. By the way, you know they're coming out with the Quest 3. I just have a feeling that they're going to lean into it, and we're going to have some really good experiences. I mean, they have some great studios in their stable now that we haven't heard of in a while. And
Okay,
what better way than to see some of these big studios come out with big games for the Quest 3 this fall?
Yeah, Meta has a great studio stable.
Yeah.
Great stable of studios now.
Can you see? You can't see the things yet, Wes?
Oh, I didn't even look at it.
I know, I didn't see. What you said you had to get 3 levels?
Yeah, it said something like you had to hit level 4 or something.
Ooh, PD says it's like Doom meets a rhythm game. Hellslinger. Man, that sounds cool.
That sounds different.
You know what I just picked up, because I'm hoping they mod it, and I know actually PD already did it in modded, but it was $11 on sale, and that is Grid Legends on Steam. You pick it up right now for $11. I think only until tomorrow, or maybe even today. It might be close to being done. But Grid Legends is $11. PD did do it in VR. It's not the easiest VR mod I've ever seen. It looked like it was pretty involved, but it looked pretty damn cool. And if they ever make it an easier mod, I want to do it. So, and I might do it anyway. But for $11, I'm like, I gotta pick it up. Crap.
I don't know if you're supposed to blow up that platform. And if you are, do it like blow it up when you're on top of it, instead of like before you are trying to jump across. I'm an expert now, Wes. I played for an hour and a half. You get to where you feel that good about it though, right, Eric? You're like, man, I'm just I'm getting so badass at this.
Yeah, and you got to master you throw that bomb down, then you quickly jump before it goes off, because then you get super air, and that'll help you with some of those other ones. Like, you don't want to be standing flat on the ground when that bomb goes off. You want to be up there.
I thought that was somebody to shoot to. Like this person kind of leading you, I guess, huh? You got
What the hell?
three demons left.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
Oh, you got to kill them all. Okay.
Well,
I
a
didn't
certain
even know
amount,
that.
yeah. You have like so many per level you have to kill, or you can't proceed.
Oh, let's just do it again. Ah, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, Wolvie, it does suck. Wolvie says he hopes that they reverse the decision on Echo VR. It sucks for he's not, he doesn't play it, but it sucks for dedicated people that do. And it does suck.
Yeah, there's a petition out there too.
It's the problem that somebody said, and I 100% agree with, things being digital, right? There's benefits to it, and we've all gotten used to it, but how many games do we you know, that are out there that just suddenly get canceled. And it's happening a lot actually in the flat game world, mobile games, whatever it is. I think it was mobile Apex Legends just suddenly is closing down, and all the people that invested in skins or any, you know what I mean? You spend all this money thinking the game's going to be around for at least several years. And then I was reading something on Twitter. Somebody had posted saying that,
I'll take it.
you know, a lot of the developers, the lead developers specifically, left to go to Gorilla Tag. And so like all of the leadership that was doing it was gone, and they never replaced them. But then you have the actual developers that came out and said, hey, look, because a lot of people were throwing shade at Meta, and they were like, hey, Meta supported us either way. Like, this was our decision, and they were really supportive, and they were ready to support us if we wanted to stick around. But you know, maybe they're coming out with a sequel. You know,
and here's I'm going to cover this tomorrow, but here's the deal: if the game was doing that good, guys, they would keep it.
right?
You know, everybody's telling me, like, I have all these people reaching out to me, like, can you talk about this? Can you talk about the thing that people are signing to keep it going? But here's my thought: if there was that many people still playing this and still buying these, you know, cosmetics and they were making money, and Ready at Dawn was like making fun money hand over fist, because it's so popular, they would continue it. They would in no way shut it down. Why would they do that? And the only reason is, number one, it's not doing as well as it did before. Again, remember, this is a free-to-play game. You have to buy in-game stuff or seasons or whatever they do to do it. And then number two, eventually everything has to end. I mean, you have to go to the next thing. You know, I'm gonna see what Ready. Like I mean, you can't play Echo VR forever. How many years has it been, Ruuts?
It's been 6 or 7 now for sure, right?
You should watch me wipe the floor.
6, yeah, I think maybe 5 or 6. I don't know. Definitely been around long. I mean, that was my first thought, is because I saw somebody posted on Twitter and they said, you know, they didn't. This is still around, and Gorilla Tag's still around, and this is leaving. And I said, well, Gorilla Tag's making millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like it's
26 million,
right, for a free-to-play game, and in an industry that nobody's making that much money. So they're doing something right, and other people should follow their lead. Really,
not bad for a dead guy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, is it sad? I mean, yeah, nobody wants to see anything go away, but man, I mean, eventually these things have to happen.
There is a petition out there. If this has got you terribly upset,
yeah,
you can join.
Like
to
11 or 12,000 people signed up so far.
And here's what some people said, which I do agree with. They said, well, keep it open. Let us do our own servers. You know what I mean? Let us be able to create our own servers if we want to get in with enough friends and play it. If that's the case, they could do that, right? For probably a pretty low lift, and let people do that.
Yeah, we've seen this time and time again. These multiplayer games dying unnecessary deaths.
Braxpo says, remember how long Halo 3 servers were up? Yeah, absolutely. Remember how much money Halo 3 made? You know what I mean? They probably reluctantly took those servers down, if they are still down, or if they ever went down. I'm sure they did. But that's the thing, you know, servers cost money. They could have done that. Would be the easy answer, that, and I don't know what it entails, but allowing it to where you can host your own games and just not use the servers. But I don't know how maybe Meta doesn't allow that. Well, I'm sure they do. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
So how do I go to a new assignment from?
So there's a couple things. Look for the exclamation point. Go back out. You got to leave here, and there'll be like an exclamation mark somewhere, like where it says go to the. I think I might have gone to the beach, or maybe just go to a couple different places. I think it's Heaven's Gate, maybe, actually, and it'll tell you. You get to a dialogue to where it tells you to go back to that other place to get a new mission. And then when you go on the new mission, after you go through a bunch of dialogue, it'll give you a whole set of another, 10 new tracks or something? I don't know. Some insane amount. Oh, so now you don't want to go in here. This is how, well, I guess.
It's basically just showing you how to
Yeah, so you're gonna have to go back and play these things again, right?
Yeah.
At some point to level up. But I mean, you won't have to now. You can get to the new missions first.
Welcome.
You can
to the-
skip the dialogue if you just hit the B button. I think it is, and it'll just go skip through all of it at one time.
Yeah, it puts it on like a fast forward mode.
Yeah. Even though, like I said, the dialogue was part of what was cool about it, but it takes a lot. There's a lot of it
What's
to
all
get
this
between scenes, right,
There's
Eric?
a lot. There's
it
a
is.
lot.
That's what I mean. The story is cool though, man. There's a lot to the. I mean, there's a lot here. It's like a speed runner. It's like got a good campaign. You know,
Voice
there's a
acting is really good.
platformer.
It's a
Yeah.
platformer, yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Well,
Z-Storm just jumped in the freaking chat.
Hey, what's up,
dude?
Z-Storm?
What's up, nerd?
Have you tried this this mod, Z-Storm? And if you haven't, I question your soul. I'll be right back.
I know. We need to get him in here. Play this, man. Neon white.
Right, so I think I've done them all now. Let's go back to the Central Authority.
I'm ready for my next mission.
If there's no more exclamation points. Okay, Heaven's Gate. So is this where I'm supposed to be?
Yep, you can select
Yes,
jobs
dude.
from in there.
This is it? Okay. Movement. Well, this is the one I've already done, though. Yeah, this is our whole missions.
So Z-Storm, this is a flat game that was just modded into VR, and it's like a an action platformer shooter slasher, like speed running game like Ghost Runner is. But this is a full VR mod with hand presence, with full touch controller support.
Did you go, Wes? Did you go back to the?
I think I have
You went to the
replay
map, right?
level
Did you go to the?
You
go to the
shouldn't have to
map
replay
area.
anything yet because you unlocked the next missions. I think it did. It should
No,
tell you
okay.
to go.
Well, maybe
My
you did.
objectives are gain 4 more neon ranks.
Oh,
So
Oh,
I think,
yeah,
I think I have to replay some of the early
think you
ones
do too.
Yep. You
to
gotta do
unlock
the,
your mission. You're right.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Start with level 1. Although that one's because of the way that it starts you in the beginning, you waste so much time running around this edge to get to the first part.
Mm.
Feels slow now.
I know, right now when you're back at the beginning again. I know.
Another one down.
Got a gold medal.
There you go. You did
There
it.
you go. That'll help you.
Yeah, it'll at least give you a level, I guarantee.
There we go. 3 more ranks to unlock the next mission.
Been so busy with Raft VR and Ghosts of Tabor. I need to check out that Raft VR. That's another one that would be cool. MASH, we were always looking for a
wasn't
co-op
really-
game.
Yeah,
wasn't
see,
all
I
that
want to get into
interested.
Tabor.
Yeah, I wasn't all that interested in Tabor at first, but after seeing it on the Perp showcase the other day,
Yeah, right.
it's pretty cool.
I jumped into it tonight, Z-Storm, for a little while, and I can't figure it out, dude. I'm in this one room, and I can't figure out how to proceed, so I need somebody to guide me through. So let me know when you have time. Take me through this thing. Get it figured out. This is supposed to be like Tarkov, Ruuts. Ghost of Tabor. Basically, VR Tarkov. This is right up my alley.
Is it gonna be VR Tarkov though? 'Cause this is the thing. I'm not looking for. This is the closest thing we have to Tarkov in VR.
Didn't even
I want Tarkov in VR. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. The point where, I mean, if there's a game that's close enough, but so many games do that, man. This is the Turok of VR. No, it's not. It's a hunting game that's a really good hunting game with the dinosaurs from the makers of Turok, or some of the people, I guess. But,
I mean, if it's as good, if it looks as good and plays as good as Contractors, but with a Tarkov, gameplay,
yeah,
I'm all for that.
yeah,
I'm there.
I think it definitely having that ass. Well, is Todd gonna be there? Because if Todd's gonna be there, I'd watch your back. He might shoot you in the back by accident.
That's true. And like team like your whole team. He's like, oh, just killed Radiant, right? Oh, just killed Ruuts.
You missed the fourth one.
I found a shortcut now that I know how to play.
Yes, I took that shortcut as well, and you can you just jump up on this platform, get the one off the edge. There you go, and the one to the left. There's one to your left as well. And you're good. Get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's genuinely gonna be Tarkov. Okay, well, nice. Well, I'll tell you what, Tarkov is a lot. It is almost too much as you can do.
Too much, right? And in VR, I mean, it'd be
But
frustrating,
don't get
right?
me wrong, I'd rather play like a Tarkov of VR than most of the shooters. Contractors, Pavlov, all that stuff. It's cool to go in and shoot each other, but I need game modes at minimum. Like I want domination, I want, capture the flag or whatever it is. Some kind of modes to be playing besides. I'm not a big team deathmatch person, and that's most games focus on that. But the Tarkov aspect of it completely changes it. If it's it's basically a looter. You're dropped in, I guess, or you start in. You have to get your stuff, get out with it. People can shoot you, take your stuff. Sounds legit.
There we go.
Another one down.
Oh God, GTA 5. Gang VR is not. It's technically
no.
If anybody says, "Hey, Gang VR is the GTA 5 of VR," you're like, what? GTA 5, especially online. There is so much to do in that game online with your friends, even besides just running around fucking each other over or they're getting in wars with other people. Just the amount of things to do, the mini games, just everything is so phenomenal. The physics, it's on a tier that Gang VR 5 could never get close to. That janky mess. Now, I don't even want to say it's the closest thing. I've played GTA 5 in VR.
Yeah, right.
That was good.
So the fun in this game is going to be going back through and finding the route to move yourself up the leaderboard, because there's going to be all sorts of different shortcuts.
There has to be,
kind of like to the top and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I saw Alex that used to be on our show. He's on there. I don't know if he's on your list or not, but he was like doing 10 or 13 seconds on things. I was doing 20 some seconds. I was like, I don't know what the hell.
I bet he thinks he's better than us.
Well, yeah,
he does.
This man
now
legitimately
I have to go back in.
that he is better than us.
Did you see me on there, Mash?
I don't know if I did actually.
I saw PD. Did you see PD?
No. I think I was probably above all you guys. That's why I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, probably. You're so good.
This man legitimately thinks he's better than me.
You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me? Think you're better than me?
Nice. Z-Storm is loving this Ghost. You got to take me in there, man. Ghost of Tabor. I want to get in there and start it.
this game that he's playing now, it's not a roguelite. It's
What?
There you are.
what's a
Hard.
speed
Team
run?
up
What is
with
it
me.
considered?
It's a runner. It's a runner platformer.
Yep.
But it's a mod that's it's called
Shooter
Neon. What's it called? Neon Light.
Neon White.
Neon White. It's got a full story game as well.
I hit the wrong button right off the top.
So it's got a card system. See, that purple card will give him a certain gun, but it also, the gun gives him different abilities, and he's finding, it's giving you more and more abilities for different guns. It'll be more than just what. And so as you're going through, kind of what you have dictates where you can go, right? Like you'll have a gold gun and you're like, okay, I must be going up.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. You know who else will take it?
My mom!
Oh yeah.
No. Every way.
MASH, Z-Storm, it looks like, says it looks like fun, this game.
It is
It does, man.
super fast.
Yeah, this game's got me hooked, man. I want to get back in there.
This fill card fires like a semi-automatic rifle. Discard ability. Dash horizontally in the direction you're aiming. Destroys demons and breakable objects. So now you have a dash ability. You can dash through enemies.
Yeah, and it dashes through enemies and through walls, like that barrier, and
I didn't find
dashes
that.
across gaps like that, usually.
Not bad.
This is a fun game. It's growing on me a lot too as I go, and it's one of those games. It's like Ghost Runner in the sense that it's a game you have to put a little time into so that the moves become second nature to you, so
Right.
that you can react without thinking. But when you get to that point, it's just like super fun.
Yeah, especially when you get into a new level and you just see that whatever card it is, and you know the abilities, so you're like looking to use them. Am I going to be shooting through this wall? Or blowing through the wall? Am I using it as a bomb? Am I using it just for the gun? And there's
It's smart
sometimes,
the way that they color coded these things too.
yeah, exactly. Remember, you can go through enemies as well with that purple, with your dash
yeah.
when you discard it. Anyway,
Ooh,
like those guys
Z-Storm
right
says
there.
He got,
But
to say Z-Storm just said he just got his pre-order. He pre-ordered his PSVR 2 and PSVR PS5.
nice. You'll be right in there, bro.
Congratulations.
Returnal. Pick up Returnal.
VR's dead, didn't you know that?
Oh, that's right.
Z-Storm?
Never
What are you
mind.
doing, bro?
No, return it, dude. Return it. Yeah, so those big guys, it's good to dash into them because they give you another dash. And so you're taking them out, but you're also dashing through them.
Tether it together. Yeah. You can tether them together if you get good at it, right?
Yeah,
started.
yeah. And so like there's other levels where you're just dashing through everything. That's what's kind of cool too, is like there's so many, each chapter or each thing you get to has like 10 different levels. And then, so once you get your next thing, it'll be like 10 new ones in a row. And then you can go back to those 10 or the 10 before and try to do those ones even better. Or
Right. That's how I moved up the Crashland chart. Was by going back after I played a little deeper into the game, going back and doing the early levels. I got a double jump there. I think. I believe. Nope, you gotta hit it
got
like
dash it,
that.
I think. The double dash.
Gotta get
PD
some height
Paradise
before you
Decay
do it.
says he legit knows people who canceled the PSVR 2 pre-orders because of
You're so
Forbes
stupid,
and
dude.
Bloomberg's
So
fake shill news.
God. Number one, Bloomberg sucks. Number two, why would you go cancel your order because of anything that Bloomberg said?
Well, this is come on, man. He used to be a governor, dude, wasn't he? Like the governor or the mayor of New York?
Ron Bloomberg? What do you think though? You think all of a sudden PlayStation's gonna go, oh look, we're gonna sell 200,000 less units than we thought. We're just gonna scrap the whole thing, man, and say fuck it, no more VR. I mean, come on.
That's pretty stupid, right?
Sony is all
Jump
in
and
on
then dash.
VR,
There you
man.
go.
You look around, and who's buying up a lot of these minerals and stuff like that to make chips and screens. Sony is one of the biggest ones out there doing investing in screen technology. You think that's going to end now all of a sudden?
Besides the fact that, like, why not just wait till the release and then I don't know, then shit on it. We just live in a knee-jerk society where it's like people are just ready to react instantly.
Yeah, and the article was complete bullshit. You know what I mean? The guy who wrote the article has been biased against PlayStation forever. He's
Dashed over the goal.
That sucks. You did so good. You dashed through
we were
everything.
so close. But this guy wrote the same exact article about the PlayStation 5 when the PlayStation 5 came out. And do we think that's a bad platform or a dead platform? Same exact article he wrote. And PlayStation has already come out and refuted it.
I must have.
How many did you say you had?
I don't know. Not enough.
Sorry.
That's too early there.
You get 13. When I first started, I thought it was going to be a gamepad game for some reason. So I got my gamepad and started the game, and I was like trying to, for some reason, the screen was in the floor, and like I thought, well, I'll reset my thing.
Go find them.
And with the main controller, the right controller, and no matter how many times I reset, it wouldn't reset. And then I said, well, let me check.
Run. Wait a minute, I came through here, didn't I? I just must not have killed him.
Yeah. And so I thought, I figured out that it was, I think I missed that weapon too. Yeah, you might as well start over. It was, I didn't realize the screen was on the left hand. I thought it was, I didn't know it was motion control. It says, Wes, there's a red door you need to destroy.
Kill it.
I see a red door and I want to paint it black.
Yeah, I think it's cut right in here. If you kill this one, you go through here, There's a door right there you need to smash. There you go.
There we go. We got it.
Yeah. You were going, I think, did you miss one?
No, I got it.
But yeah, that was
Okay,
that was it.
let's keep it going.
Mr. Bowen Heil, what's up? This game is amazing.
Booyan.
Booyah.
Booyan.
Booyah.
It is amazing. It's a flat game that feels like it's made for VR. And it's got a really cool story, and it's the gameplay's fun.
Okay, I see what I'm supposed to do. Huh. Keep going too early with the card. I know what I'm doing wrong.
I'll take it.
Take it. Yeah, this is super fun. This is one that I'm going to come back to, I think. I say that, but then tomorrow we'll be on to the next, right?
Yep.
Actually, I think I'm going to go back to what I was playing yesterday.
Come on already. Quit it with the jokes.
Really. Did I miss that? I must have.
Yeah, well, Eric was saying that he played it flat and it was fun flat too, which usually that's not the case, right?
Yeah, usually I hate them flat. Like I'm like, no, I'll pass. But it was actually pretty good. I mean, it was just harder to control. That was the problem.
Yeah, I'd say Ghost Run is probably the same, right?
Yeah.
Because
Cleared it.
I haven't played it flat, but I could only imagine how difficult it must be when you can't like look around to pick your direction, you know?
This game feels like it has more freedom where you're running around. I mean, even though you still kind of have to go in a certain way, it feels different.
Nice.
Another
That
one
felt good.
down.
Feel the rush.
I don't know how many more levels are in this set, but when I finish the mission, we'll go ahead and let you guys go to bed. That don't mean I want to stop playing, but we can sign off. I like these balloon things, they're fun.
This ice thing's pretty cool.
I used my dash too early. Alright.
I hate that. Right? Damn it.
Shot it. Thinking I could just jump across that.
You might be able to with the right. There you go. Right speed, right?
Yep.
It feels like a native game as well. Just although I mean, I guess you're just running around with your controller. I mean, it's just like any other game, right? Fair game.
Lost myself for like 3 seconds there.
What's weird is the sword. You still have to push the button, right? Did you guys try to smack? It didn't really do anything. You actually have to pull the trigger. Yeah, there you go. Gotta shoot that. No, I usually shoot it before I get to it when I'm in the air.
Yeah. Oh, I should have double dashed there. Didn't know I had to.
It's easy to slide right off the edge, huh?
Yeah.
didn't even break a sweat.
Earning levels, son.
That's right. Still not getting that level 4 to look at the leaderboards though. You have to. I guess you have to unlock the leaderboard. You have to go all the way up on the card here. You get the fastest time.
I don't.
The
I
top
don't remember
tier.
having. I thought I could see it right off the bat, but
Maybe you're just better than me.
yeah,
Maybe you think you're better than me.
yeah. You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me?
You gotta time that right. And name right.
You can dash through all of these. Yes, I like this one.
Not too early. Crap. Nice.
I'll take it.
This is fun.
Bruh,
That's
scope
Hey,
it.
what's up, Mike? Dude?
Brah.
You did it. You got the good news is you got to get to level 88 to be able to do the
Not
next
bad for a dead guy, huh?
set.
Give me a reason to go back in and play it.
Yeah, exactly. I think I was 90 or 91, and I was like, I don't have time to do 3 more levels and get to the next one. I knew somebody else was MASH. I didn't know it was MASH, but
I bet you spent an hour reading all this shit or listening to the.
I did. I read it.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to everything, but I did read everything. Like I skipped it because you can skip the dialogue as soon as you read it, and so I listened to parts of what them acting, but what I did listen to was top notch.
So I'm gonna switch back over so we can tell everybody good night. But you guys get it. The moral of the story is this is an awesome mod. The game is $25 on Steam, but you can get it it's on sale right now on Humble Bundle for $20, and they give you $1 back. So yeah, pick it up on Humble right now, and 5% of your purchase will go to charity, and the mod is $1. So yeah, so 21 bucks. You have yourself an awesome VR game here. Anyway, I'll be right back on camera. I'm going to transition.
Pretty damn good game for $24.99 for the game, and then as little as $1 for $1 a month for the mod, and you get other mods with that too with his Patreon. And then if you don't want to do the $1 a month for the Patreon, for $4 you can just buy the mod outright.
Yeah, and it feels good to support, especially somebody that's. I mean, this game, like you said, it's a really cool game I would never know about, and its best version is in this mod in VR, and it makes so many games out there to me look like crap. But it's just the game is so fun. That's the thing the developers for VR need to realize is I don't need to climb any more ladders. I don't need to, you know what I mean? All the cliche things. Just give me really fun gameplay and a reason to go in and play. So.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's just another one we talk about. This mod is really, really good. It's one of the best games I've played this year in VR, and I know it's a young year yet, but still, I mean, this is beating most of the games out there, and this is a mod. So I want, like I was telling Ruuts earlier, this makes me extremely, excited for what Sony is calling hybrid games, where you can play a flat game in VR, or you have the VR version of a flat game. Like most of the, like I think a lot of their games are going to be that way. Like I'm hoping, like I
Be
want
like
I want
this.
every PlayStation, yeah, I want every PlayStation game to be able to be played in VR as the same way you can play it flat. Just you flip a switch, you hit a switch if you want it in VR, you hit a switch if you want it flat. I want every game to be like that, and I don't care whether it's the PS5 controller or with the Orb controllers. It doesn't matter to me. Just make it a good experience and make it a great kick-ass game. I'm fine.
These modders are proving it can be done, and
That's it.
so if
Put
it's
them on the payroll.
important to Sony, then they'll have this kind of stuff, the modder stuff or the middle. Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And but what about movement? This is too fast, Wes.
Can't do this in VR.
Can't do this in VR.
Awesome Tatum said he didn't know if it was mentioned earlier, but how easy is this mod to install?
Oh, it's super easy. It's literally you download it and you click one button and you just the hardest part for me is the warning that Windows Defender wants to scream at me and say, "Dude, don't open this. You don't know what this is." I'm like, "I do. That's okay." And then I open it.
If you know how to extract a file, you have to like unzip a file. You have to extract the file, and then you open it.
Right, and then it
Literally,
says,
that's it.
right. Well, then you just you click on that. You want to once you have the game installed, you just click on the one button and it just installs it. Start it. Good to go.
Oh, Wes is muted.
No, I got you. I'll have to hold on. Let me just mute Eric, and I had you unmuted though, but it's just for some reason it's
Maybe
not
I
coming
picked
through.
the wrong. That's why I didn't switch it back over. Do you want me to switch it back to
No, that's all right.
original?
We can do it this way too.
Okay, cool. So what was I going to say? I was going to say something immensely profound here.
Oh man, it's gone now. Is it about the install?
Yeah. No, you don't have to edit any kind of game files or anything like that. You literally unzip the folder, you click the program, it opens, it finds the game for you. Like you don't have to even tell it where the game's at. It finds it already, and you just click install, and it's installed, and that's it. It's literally that easy.
But there is, I think there's instructions on the Patreon that would tell you because you're gonna have to join there to get it anyway. Why would you not want to support them with at least $1, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, the dollar. I was already supporting Raku Parta because I think it's amazing what these modders continue to do. And again, it's only behind a paywall because it's early access. This will eventually be free for everyone to play, and that's what I absolutely love is all these people dedicating their time and their hard work just to making VR better by bringing in some of the best games from across the aisle.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for them, I think we'd be in a different place. Who knows how many developers mainstream games we've already played that came out that were AAA level that wouldn't have even considered doing it without seeing some of the mods out there, right? So
Yeah, and Eric, you were kind of alluding to it before. This is going to push the envelope, right? It's going to force the developers to do this work because other people are taking money out of their pockets. Not that people are putting money in their pockets, but they could be selling more copies of their games by just tweaking them a little bit, right?
Yeah, I
And
mean, these guys are doing it for cheap, right? I mean, it's not like they're making them, it's costing them millions of dollars to make these mods. So how hard is it, and how much more of a market could you reach if you just put the VR mod in it with the flat game when you launch it?
right, just have them both side by side, get both markets.
I think this I mean, it's very possible that the modding revolution could be responsible for Sony's focus or so-called focus we've yet to see on these hybrid gaming initiative.
Right.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, Yeah, they're seeing some of the games, some of the big games from their platform, that have came over here and just in general. I don't know.
Returnal comes out in 2 weeks.
Can't wait. Are you gonna play through it again
PSVR,
on the PC?
PSVR 2 launch title, Returnal.
We're gonna reshade that, right? Like
Oh
immediately.
shit, yeah.
You know what I almost did today instead of the neon white?
Hmm.
Dead Space is out now.
It is. Is that? Did they do a mod with that yet? I haven't seen it yet.
It works in reshade, although the performance isn't quite there yet. It gets a little bit jittery when you're playing it, from what I hear. But it does work. The depth map is beautiful in reshade. We just need to wait on someone to kind of optimize the settings and kind of get it dialed in a little bit so that it's smooth.
I
But
hope somebody's working on Callisto Protocol too. I really want to play that game, but I've been
Yeah.
holding off. Number one, because I knew it was a little bit janky, but number two, I want to play that freaking game in VR.
Expro says even knack, bro. We're not leaving any behind. Braxwell says, wait, what was that whole game? I don't know, but you know who does know?
My
Yeah,
mom.
she does. What a whole game.
Walkabout mini golf got holes.
Yeah, there's a hole in one, a couple holes in one. Anyway, yeah, awesome game here. Obviously worth the $21. Again, it's on sale right now. Oh, speaking of sales, guys, I got an interesting email earlier this evening from redbubble.com. 20% off site wide on Redbubble right now. Now's the time to get your merch. There's a link down below. My Mom's Closet. Get your Virtual Strangers merch. And may I suggest spend the extra $2 and get the Tri Blend tee. It makes a big difference, doesn't it, guys?
It is. It's the softest shirt ever. It's like super soft. It just feels good, and it looks amazing. I almost like the tee better than the hoodie, and that normally does not happen.
I do. I like the. I think the T-shirt looks better than the hoodie. The logo's bigger on the T-shirt.
Yeah.
For
I
some
mean, the
reason,
hoodie's
the hoodie
amazing
is kind
too,
of
but
small.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my favorite. This is my favorite piece of merch I've got so far. Is this
Uh,
black Tri Blend?
Before the neon white trailer. At the
Before
beginning?
the neon white trailer.
Let's see.
Well, we did Windlands. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, this thing right here. The donut hole. I don't know what that
Oh.
thing. That must be part of their like.
Who
What the
knows?
hole?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I think it's maybe the developer's name is something donut. It said donut. So
The developer is Annapurna Interactive.
Purina.
we'd like to thank them
Purina.
for our cop. No, wait, no, we paid for it,
It's
right?
the people that did. It's the people that did Stray. It's the same developer.
Oh,
as
really?
Stray. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Completely different
Doing
type
good
of
work.
game. Yeah.
So this might be the second best soul cleansing shooter that uses a card system that I played this week.
Second best or first best?
Anyways, thanks everybody for staying up late. It's like fucking almost 3:30 a.m. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate all of our friends from overseas dropping by. PD, Hibbins, you guys are rock. Stay tuned. A lot more cool stuff coming. If you haven't watched our last episode and you entered the giveaway, there's still some people who haven't claimed their prizes yet. Hit me up on Discord, claim your prizes. Please don't make me have to find you. There's so many between
How dare they.
2022 show. We did what 3 or 4 giveaways over the last few weeks, and I've got literally a stack of winners here. Please don't make me have to sort through it. Just come and claim your prizes,
Yeah.
or maybe I'll just give them away to somebody else.
That's it. Just give them away to somebody else.
I was just thinking earlier too, Wes. It's February 1st. Well, 2nd now. As a month's gone by, we have some games that came out last month, right? We don't have game of the month.
Oh shit, man! I forgot all about game of the month. I guess that's what.
Almost should have been
I guess
tonight.
that's next week. Did we have
man.
enough? Did we
I,
have enough to do an
I
episode? We'll have to look at
we'll
it,
have to
right?
look. Yeah, I totally
Plus,
spaced
there's
it.
some other stuff we got to play. So there's some stuff came out we didn't play yet. Some stuff coming out tomorrow
Hmm.
that we didn't play. Let me ask you. I've been going on and on about what I played. Did you play the other game that we almost talked about tonight, Eric?
I did. I played probably like maybe I played through the tutorial, so maybe like 40 minutes or so, 30 minutes.
I had a
Not a
feeling
lot.
that that was. I had a feeling that that was going to be one of those games that cramming for an hour is not going to really get it done with that one,
You need
right?
some time. Yeah, I was in it just 'cause, and then as soon as I had just jumped out, and then that's when we changed our focus, and I'm like, okay, I'll get out of that real quick. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was Survival Nation, and we will get back into that. And it looks pretty. I got to tell you, I kind of like hammered that game a little bit in the beginning. Looks pretty cool, man. Looks pretty cool. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna dig it, man. It's like,
This was one of the jokes of the upload showcase. One of
yep.
the things that we criticized was putting this game in there. So you're saying it's actually pretty good, huh?
I mean, from the tutorial I did so far, I mean, I can see where it's going to be kind of cool. I hope it doesn't get annoying, like, because it's survival. Like, I can see on my wristwatch, I've got a thirst meter, I've got a hunger
Oh
meter.
no.
I just hope it doesn't get annoyingly done, but it's cool, man. You have like a canteen you got to like carry around with you and get water. There's like, places that you got to go like go out and scrounge and get food for your camp. The
And there's
gunplay
zombies.
seem pretty cool. Yeah, and the zombies, hell yeah. So.
Zombies.
Roots. Roots. Damn, I'm thirsty.
Oh god, I'm thirsty for sure.
Damn, I'm thirsty.
Oh no.
I need to get back into that game.
I agree. This is one of those that we talked about on Sunday, one of those games that deserves to be looked at again.
Yeah.
And I would be all for it because there's co-op. Can you do multiplayer, like multiple, like 3 and 4 players? It's just 2, isn't it?
I think it just says co-op, so I assume it's 2.
Yeah, I think it's 2. But still, it's a great game that goes under the radar. It's on sale for $2 all the time. Seeking Dawn. Go pick it up, guys.
No,
It's
I
pretty
think
good.
Seeking Dawn is 3 people because I remember
Is it
playing
3?
with I remember playing with Radio Runt and Scion maybe. I don't know. I know there was
Maybe.
definitely 3 of us.
They don't list it as
That's
multiplayer, so maybe it does. Yeah, I guess co-op could mean 3.
And we've all got better rigs now. I bet it runs a lot better on a 3080 Ti with a 12700.
I played deep into that game, man. Like I don't know if it was the final boss that I was at, but I
Wow.
was late into the game and there was a uber difficult boss that killed me, and then I never went back.
We should
So
do that in
I'll
our
be down
retro
to
segment every week. Oh wait, we don't have retro every week, but we should do a retro segment.
Here's the thing. I would love to be able to adhere to a strict schedule every week where we do one new release, one classic, and one mod.
That would
That'd
be
make a
cool.
great show.
That would.
That would be
The
cool. But the problem is what happens when you get like, because it's a little
too
bit
many
slow
new
on new releases now. But what happens when you get 3 releases or
yeah,
a
there's
week?
too many new games.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
just like, and then, they're all bangers, right? What do you not cover one? It's just tough.
Uh,
I mean, I guess it's cool to do that when it gets slow.
you
Like we could
could maybe
definitely
we
do
could
that when
bump
it's
that
slow.
segment to the Sunday show when that happens.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
You
That's a
know.
good idea.
So I say, why don't we use that format as the template going forward, and then we'll just adjust as we get multiple new releases that we want to play. We can bump either the classic segment or the mod segment. Pretty much what we're doing already, anyway. Only the way we've been doing it is we'll either do a classic game or a mod. Um, Maybe going forward, we're doing both now, right? We're doing classic games and mods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling that
I just
mods
want
are
to play
going to be
good
super
stuff.
important this year too, just as much as they were last year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be playing Fortnite soon, bro.
I know.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god,
It's crazy.
I'm gonna be
I'm at
stuck in that
such a
one for a while.
disadvantage too. You know how many times I've played Fortnite in my life?
I really
0?
hope that there's no build in there. There's got to be no
Yeah,
build.
if it's build, it would be tough to do build, right?
Yeah, I'm just not a big build person. Like,
Unless you're like they do it like Pop One does it, where you're pulling the
Yeah.
trigger and placing the slats.
The problem is the normal build for Fortnite is like so much more involved than that. Like you
Oh
have
yeah.
like blueprints and shit. It's just too much for me. I don't want to do
You know what I want to do? You guys already know what I want to do.
it.
If I'm gonna play Fortnite in VR, I want to play Save the World, man. I want to play the campaign. It has a campaign. A lot of people don't know that. There's a Fortnite campaign.
I
There
never
is?
played it.
I've never
Yeah,
played
you
it.
have to pay for it. It's not free. You have to pay for
Screw
it.
that. I ain't doing that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's called Fortnite Save the World or something like that. But I think that the story that unfolds over the seasons in the multiplayer stems from the campaign.
Hmm.
When they bring that, if they announced it, Sony, a month after, or the Fortnite in VR, that's a headset seller. I guarantee you, all these people that play it, especially if you can play it the same way that you play it normally, there's no difference. You're just in it, looking around.
Bring it.
I wonder if they
Bring it.
would limit your camera angle though. I mean, I guess you can look around in it, you could spin it around, but you might have. It just would change the aspect of what you could probably see. You know.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Prey Dog's working on that one, and I don't think just in the capacity of the injector. I think that there's a legit VR mod coming for that one. So I'm sure when it finally releases, it's going to be tight, yo. Oh, by the way, I haven't watched it yet, but there was a new modcast, season 2 premiere a couple days ago. Elliot Tate from the Flat 2 VR Discord was on there, and the tagline, the headline for it is "When is the Unreal Injector coming?"
Oh
So
wow.
there's probably some info in there that we're not privy to yet. But I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Nice.
I'm gonna go check that out. That's our buddies.
Yep. Yep. Shout out VRAN. Shout out Dr. Greg. Shout out PD. Shout out Daysnetic. Daysnetic just joined I think
Recentered.
Fluke's podcast. Yeah. Yeah. Fluke and Gary, and now Daysnetic. Daysnetic, you guys may not know, is he's the fifth Beatle. He's the other guy in our little modding thing on Twitter. So um, cool dude, and congrats to him for moving on up in the YouTube world,
Hell yeah.
or I guess podcast world, I should say.
Get it.
Anyway, I think that's our episode this week. Everybody go subscribe and click the thumbs up. Did you like it? Do you like the stuff we're doing here? Show us you like it by clicking that. And then click the red button if you haven't done that already. Of course, you want to do something more, patreon.com/virtual strangers. $3 per month gets you exclusive content, weekly show notes, insider updates, all for less than $1 per week. Or if you want to spend your money on something that gives you a little more, again, 20% off right now for a Valentine's Day sale. Links are all in the description below. And if you don't have any money and you just want friends, friends are free. Friendship is free.
Right.
And there's a link to the Virtual Strangers Discord down below, and there's you will be among friends there. That's your home. You just don't know it yet. Click the link and come home.
Yeah. Come home. Wes left the light on. Wipe your feet. Shut the door. Do all the
I did
polite
leave a
things.
lot on. I had to switch over to LED bulbs though because the halogen ones were just too expensive in today's environment.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't it funny how the more that everything gets more energy efficient, the more the energy price just rises right with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the light bulbs are hazardous, man. Break one of those things and see what it tells you to do. Right? Like, don't
Call
touch it.
hazmat.
Just start your radiation therapy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that said, friends, I'd like to thank you all once again for watching. For Roots and Eric, I'm Wes. We will see you Sunday, friends. Later.
Take it easy.
See you later.